Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? Just quickly check the quality. Everything looks good, I think. Everything looks good, I think. Hey DJ Sketch. Hey Segan. Hey there's Ominous. How are y'all doing today? Hey Dominic. Did you see the funny video link I sent? I did. I think I actually did. I watched that video a while ago. It was the Luigi's Mansion 3 video, right? The one where the guy's critiquing it. I watched that video. I like the video. He actually brought up a lot of good points as well. That's good. So today's just gonna be a chill day. I don't have anything particular that we're gonna talk about. Like usually, I'll want to talk about like Luigi's Mansion 4 project or Luigi's Mansion or Nintendo Directs or whatever. Today's just gonna be kind of whatever. The floodgates have opened. I think just bored. Well, hey, hopefully I can unbore you. If that makes sense. Hey Luke, how are ya? How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's good. Just tired, but I should be fine. So what's up? Is there anything anyone in particular wants to talk about? Well, first of all, actually, that's good, Jason. I'm doing all right. Um, the first thing I want to mention is that probably tomorrow or Monday I'm going to be filming my Luigi Mansion 4 videos, my Luigi Mansion 4 Q&A video thing that's gonna have updates and such. So if you want to leave a question, if you haven't yet, go and check out the community post. That's from last week, I think. You'll see where it is. It says Luigi Mansion 4 Q&A. Put a question there because I'm going to be probably tonight or tomorrow screenshotting the questions and getting them ready for the video. So yeah, so make sure to ask questions there if you haven't. Thankfully, I've gotten quite a few, but I just want to make sure to get everyone's questions in case people have some. Sup, Pulse? Yeah, so that video's gonna be out Monday. I'm still trying to schedule out the week. Um, what's my plan for next week? Yeah, so the Luigi Mansion 4 updates video is probably gonna be Monday. I'm still trying to plan out what I want to do Wednesday. Friday's gonna be another SpongeBob video because those are doing really well. So probably gonna do another SpongeBob video, and then obviously for those of you who don't know, I'm delaying my Zach plays until next week. So Left 4 Dead will be next weekend, not this weekend. Um, and then it'll all go back to normal. Still trying to figure out Wednesday though. I think Wednesday I might do. I might play some games with some friends later tonight, so I might do some like recording. It might be like Mario Kart or Splatoon or something. But yeah, so that's my plan for next week. Hey there, Yugi. How are ya? Goob, 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 and goob. What do you think of Luigi Mansion 3 now after the DLC? What is your rating? Of the DLC, um, the DLC's okay. The only thing is I wish that the floors are just randomized, not based on the costume you're wearing, because it just makes it unideal for solo play. Like I know like Scare Saves are multiplayer mode, but there are people who like me who like to play it alone. So I think that they should have just had the floors randomized no matter what costume people are wearing. So regardless, so I don't really have a rating for it. It's okay, but God. I didn't notice the darkened graphics. I might have to look into that because I haven't really played the main story mode. So I'll take a look, see if I notice anything. Um, where are your jammies? Oh gosh. Um, yeah, put it on normal setting. I'll check later because all that stuff's up there, and I don't want to go and it's slightly darker. How slightly, slightly? Like, is it noticeable? And for me, like there are floors that are decently lit the way they are. Like basement one is pretty good. Like there are some areas that just look really good naturally, but then there are some areas that don't. So it's like, do they fix up the areas? Like for example, I think that mezzanine. That's the floor. Mezzanine is too bright. That's why I think. So it's like, do they lower the brightness on those floors, or do they just overall lower the brightness? Anyone plays Persona 5? I haven't. Noticeably darker. The game is spooky now. Sure, I'll check right now. Yeah, go ahead and check. I didn't. I mean, granted, I didn't. Actually, I did actually play a little bit after the update. I started to go and mess around in Twisted Sweets. I actually didn't notice anything different in Twisted Sweets. I didn't notice. It was a couple days ago. When did I play that? I played Scare Scraper with Happy Face King and Seal and Indie Gamer and Ethan Mastercrafter. It was that night. I think that might have been. I mean, it's definitely after the DLC drop because we played the DLC floors. Just don't remember. I think it's Thursday night. Overall, I haven't checked the game in weeks. Yeah, I haven't. Like, I've been playing Scare Scraper a bit with you guys, but I haven't like actively checked the story mode. I haven't really gone back and like I struggle playing the story mode again. It's just, to me, it's just so boring. Like I know this is bad, but it's like, I feel like Luigi Mansion 3 is just one of those one-time kind of deals. Like I've been trying to get back into the story mode, and I'm just not wanting to go any further. I yesterday or not yesterday Thursday night when I checked out Twisted Sweets, I also went back to my second file to continue, and I was at I think I just defeated Chef Souffle, so I was about to head up to the fourth floor. So I had to do the mice mission, and then I went to the fourth floor, and then I defeated Amadeus Wolfgeist, or Amadeus, however you pronounce it. And then I just stopped playing. I was like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm done on board. Like I don't know, like just the fact that I was playing for 10, 15, 20 minutes and I got bored. I don't know. What am I right now? So yesterday. Hope you feel better. Thank you, Seaburst. Luigi Mansion only seems to work as a short game. Well, that's what I said. Yeah, I didn't really notice much of a difference, to be honest. I'll come back from college. Awesome. In the elevator, there are dark corners. Oh, okay, I haven't noticed that. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I wish. I don't know. There's just so many things that, like, I wish they. Like, Luigi Mansion 3 is a good game. Like, it's not a bad game. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, Luigi Mansion 3 is a bad game. But there's just so many things about it to where it's like, I don't know. Like, I just get bored of it. Like first playthrough was fun because I didn't know anything, but second playthrough I just cannot get through it. It's been even below 50%. Yeah, I have brightness all the way down when I play Luigi's Mansion 3, all the way down. Like it's cool they added the option, but I don't know. I just wish the lighting was more consistent throughout the if the rest of the floors were as dark as Basement 1, or I think even Basement 2 was pretty dark, then I would have been much happier. But for some reason, like, there's always lights on. Like, this is completely, like, something they could have changed. Like, there's lights on in rooms. Like, you're fighting ghosts. Like, for example, one thing I don't understand. Morty is under a spotlight. Like, literally, there's a giant spotlight flashing down on Morty. And he's just chilling. Like, no, ghosts are, like, maybe it's nitpicky, but it just adds to the mood of the game. Like, I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Awesome. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Sister's coming home. Gotta clean everything up. Yeah, my room's a mess. I have literally papers all over the place from school. Like, look at this. Like, hold on. Let me grab you the stack of papers I have here from school. There's this giant pile of papers, and then there's this pile, which actually, this isn't even schoolwork. This is my Luigi Mansion 4 stuff. But then, this is just from last semester. Like, this is half a year worth of stuff. Like, I don't. When is the next trailer for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated? Not a clue. But if there is ever a trailer that comes out for Battle for Bikini Bottom, you know I'm going to be reacting to it. I'm very happy that Battle for Bikini Bottom is starting to do really well, because when I was first doing it, it was doing okay, but now Battle for Bikini Bottom is really going, so this is going to be my next Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm going to try to make a bunch of videos. It's harder since it's a remake and there's not a lot new, so it's like, maybe I'll do a video on, like, what new levels they could add. The next video for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated I'm doing is coming out Friday, which is saying why Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated matters as a game, like why this game is important. But yeah, I'm glad Battle for Bikini Bottom is doing really well. Yeah, so thank you guys for supporting those videos. Let's see. maybe the flashlight Luigi uses has some special abilities, but that would be a stretch. I don't know. Like, it just bothers me how there are lights on in rooms when there are ghosts in them. Like, even if not, like at this point, like to me, it was very clear with the original game. Like, you could tell what room had ghosts in them when it was either a light room or dark room. That was your way of telling. But to me, it just doesn't make a difference. And Luigi Mansion 3 does something really, really weird. And I think Dark Moon does this as well. Not like Dark Moon, I think was actually darker in some aspects, but that's neither here nor there. What Luigi Mansion 3 does is that a ghost will be in a completely lit up room. You'll walk into a room, it's completely bright, and you'll see a ghost. It'll be like a goob or an ooze or whatever. And then as soon as you alert it that you're there by like strobing it or something, the light, it'll go dark. And it'll look decent, but then it'll slightly bright up again. Like, like it'll go dark and then kind of back. It's like, why was that needed? Like, shouldn't the room have just been, dark to start with? But yeah, I didn't notice anything in the mezzanine, because I was there. Like I said, I had to do the mouse mission. I didn't notice anything darker. I didn't personally notice. If I did, I might have even made a video, or I would have made a video or something like, oh my god, Luigi Mansion 3, like, they're actually making it darker, but I personally didn't notice. Let's see here. Okay, I'm so excited for the DLC version. Is it better than the original, for my opinion? Oh yeah, I think Battle for Game On Rehydrated would definitely be better than the original, especially if they really do add cut content, like, to the actual story mode. Because we know that Robo Squidward is going to be in the Horde mode. So he's not going to be in the main story mode, but it seems like there will be levels, new things in the story mode, and that I'm excited for. Since they added albums, we can get a boss fight mode. I hope. Boss fight mode would be amazing, because there are so many, like, this game has really good boss fights. Like, really good boss fights. But most of my favorite ones, being Helen Gravely, Lindsay, Ginny, Nikki, all of them, they're in the later half of the game, and I don't want to have to, fight to get up to that point. Like I said, it's a drag for me to get through these. Like, I literally stopped playing one floor, and it was a short floor. It was a Matus Wolfgeist's floor. I stopped playing after that time because I got bored. Like, how can I try down to floor 11 to fight my favorite boss? Like, and the fact that they brought that to Luigi Mansion 3 and don't have it here is relatively shocking. So I hope the next update, which I'm presuming will come out when the next wave of DLC comes out, I'm hoping that has boss mode and an endless floor mode for Scarescraper. Hopefully they add more stuff to Scarescraper, and I hope they add more common ghosts. And I don't mean the ones that they gave us in the DLC where it's like, oh, now these ghosts have different textures. No, completely new ghosts. Like literally, you can go through the entire ghost lineup. It's literally all the same ghosts. It boggles my mind. It's the same 4 ghosts, just repeated. And it's just stupid. Artist. German Challenge Times 8 p.m. Go to bed. Said refight. Speech 100. Thank you. Since it's much better than yours. What? Just put new common ghosts on the themed floors. I can agree with that. I can agree with putting the common ghosts from like the DLC on the themed floors, and even being able to wear the costumes in the single player mode. I don't know why they're limiting that stuff to multiplayer. Like, I don't get it. And it's not like because the rare ghosts are one thing, right? The rare ghosts are exclusive to the multiplayer that you get them, whatever. But those other ones you're putting in with the other common ghosts. It's like, why not just integrate them into the story mode? Have more fighting variety. Even though most of them are just copy and paste of the other ones, just with different textures, when's the next trailer for LEGO Star Wars? I don't know. I'm not personally paying attention to that game. Someone didn't tell next level games the game was going to be longer than it seemed. I found out the only way you can get this team in Florida is very costume. Yeah, that's another thing that makes me mad, is that, let's say, like, everyone on the Scarescraper team wears the Grooveigi or the Disco Luigi costume. Literally, the only other 40 type you can get is the Disco one. But, like, let's say no one there likes the night one, because the night one's pretty meh. But it's like no one wants to wear that one. So it's like, are you ever going to get the castle floor? Like, I don't know. I just think they should have made it so that it's randomly, like, so it's like one floor you can get this, and then the other floor you can get Tomb Sweets, and the other one Castle McFright, so it's random. Because it's like, I didn't know that when I was like, in my solo scare scraper. I didn't know that, and even then, I rarely got the castle themed one. So it's gonna be less occurring if you have less people. Like that's pretty stupid. Ghost that crawls on the ceiling. That'd actually be pretty dope. A ghost that like crawls on the ceiling and then comes down and attacks you. That would be pretty dope. I actually like that idea. I didn't bother buying the DLC. I mean, for me, it's like $10, so it's like, granted, I'm poor as it is, but it's like, you know, I don't know, I mean, the update added quite a bit. Like the update, the update. Wait, did the up? I'm confused what the update added and what the DLC added. The DLC added the rare ghosts. Did the update add the new common ghosts or new common ghosts? Like, if so, then yay. Like I'm glad that we finally got more common ghosts that are literally just more health and a different texture. I would have preferred the rare ghosts from Scare Scraper actually being like I would have swapped those, right? Like I would have made the rare ghosts the ones that are more common in the game. Like imagine if eventually you encountered a golden colored goob that throws bombs, or you encountered a pink hammer that self-regenerates, that regenerates its health. I think that would have been a lot more interesting than a ghost with a different skin and just increased health. Like, so what is Zach doesn't need to see you suffer. Oh lord. Do you think we should get a reboot on Luigi Mansion? I think we should. The problem is with that. Usually a reboot happens when a series is dormant or it just isn't doing well. For example, I consider Super Mario Party a reboot of Mario Party. It brought it back to its original form, but that's after Mario Party Top 100 that I'm pretty certain did not sell that well. So, of course, they had to reboot the series. So, I don't think they're going to do it with Luigi's Mansion. I mean, if they were to release another Luigi's Mansion on the Switch, I would say it has to be more so towards the original. Because 3 is a sequel to Dark Moon. Like, there's no arguing about it. It's a sequel to Dark Moon. It's got all the same quirks of Dark Moon, while adding some things from the original game that, in my opinion, were just half-assed. Personal opinion, but everything brought back from the original game was just half-assed. So, it's a sequel to Dark Moon. So if they were going to release another Luigi Mansion game on the Switch, with how much the third game sold, like it already surpassed both games in a few months, like it's going to get another sequel. Whether it be on the Switch or not is irrelevant, but if it is on the Switch, I just think it would be better if they made it more like the original, because then you have the Dark Moon sequel on the Switch and then the original sequel on the Switch. So you kind of you please both audiences, everyone's happy, but they're not going to do that. A ghost that eats your poltergust. Is there a ghost that does that? That eats your poltergust? When are we gonna get a Sonic the Hedgehog movie video game from the app? Probably not. We probably won't because it hasn't been announced and the game's already out. Or the movie's already out. So I know the new rare ghost on the Scare Scraper. There's the lethal one that like knocks you out in one hit. Actually, I don't know the other two. I only know the one lethal because I encountered it the other night. In my opinion, they only add 2 new types of rare ghosts, and one will kill you. One hit. There's 4 ghosts with that power. Oh, there's 4? Oh, there's only 2 new types? It's just at 4? Oh, that's... Oh, I thought there were 3 new kinds of rare ghosts. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, and then there's 4 ghosts with that power where you only... Wow. I mean, how are you going to get that back? I'm presuming someone else has to psych up that ghost? I don't know. I mean, that's actually kind of lame. A thieving slinker? Yeah, that's actually kind of lame now I'm thinking about it. The rare ghost thing. There's only 2 kinds? Only found 2 rare ghosts. Where are the others? I don't know. I've only encountered 1. And I didn't even get to capture it because there were only 2 that... That's another thing. There are these rare ghosts, right? I'm sorry. There are rare ghosts. If you are playing Scare Scraper with 4 players, right? So I was playing Scare Scraper with 4 people the other night, or I guess 3 other people, so 4 of us total. And there were only 2 lethals. So if none of us have those, so that means only 2 people can get the lethal? Like, that's stupid. I know that lethals are pretty OP, but it's like, Everyone should have a chance to get the rare ghost. That's the whole point of them, to collect them. And if you put only 2 when you have 4 people playing, not everyone can get them. And because of how sporadic, like, I've gotten so many repeats of freaking rare ghosts. The amount of these self-healing hammers I've gotten is ridiculous. It's like every single time. But the ones I don't have, I never see, obviously. So it's like, I'm not going to play Scarescaper every single night religiously just to get those rare ghosts. So it's like I don't have the time for that. Like, I don't. So it's like, when I do play, I want to encounter new rare ghosts. And I don't. And when I do, there's only enough for 2 people, and I never end up getting it. So it's like, it's stupid. I go to that versus Luigi. That'd be cool, except there's obviously the 8-player Scarescaper mode, which could, you know, screw that up a bit. The one-shot ones are annoying. Where are the Good and Hammer ones then? I don't know. I saw the Oozer, the Lethal Oozer. That's the one I saw. But like I said, I didn't catch it because there's only 2 when there's 4 of us. Like, that's ridiculous. I didn't get knocked out by him though, because like I said, there were 2, but I didn't get knocked out at all. Because it was like, what do we have that round? It was like I said, the self-healing hammers, the bomb hammers, which, funny enough, we played, it was me, Happy Face King, Seal, and I think Methan, and we played the 24 mode. I think 2 out of the 3 Rare Ghost segments had both the bomb hammers and the self-healing hammers. Well, I think the first one just had the bomb hammers, and then we got the self-healing, or the self-healing hammers and the bomb hammers. It's like, we already fought those. Well, we fought one of them, and now you get, like, I don't know, like, why would you give us the same Rare Ghost twice? Actually, thrice. We got the bomb one, I think, all 3 times. So it's like, why we get the same one all 3 times when there are other ones that I haven't caught and that everyone else hasn't caught? I don't know. I got sneeze on. God. Just one. They have to fix the capturing. There's so many things about Luigi's Mansion 3 that they have to fix. Like, adding more abilities for single player play, making rare ghosts more. I get it that they're rare ghosts, but there's not supposed to be one ghost that's more rare than the next. More rarer? Is that a word? I don't know. But, I don't know. If I didn't do good so far, that's awesome, Dragon Master. I'm not able to play Scarescaper, just simply because obviously I'm streaming and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, I like Scarescaper. I like it quite a bit. I like being able to play with everyone, and all that. But there's just so I've said this before and I'll say it again. Luigi's Mansion 3 just has a bunch of little problems, little problems that just stack up. Like, if you have like 2 big blocks and you stack them on top of each other, you'll get a decent pile. But if you have a bunch of little ones and you stack all those on top of each other, you all have a big problem. So it's like, all those little problems, at least for me, just make it so unenjoyable of an experience. Like, I'm going to be revisiting Luigi's Mansion soon for a Zach Plays, and it'll be my first time playing the original Luigi's Mansion since I played Luigi's Mansion 3. So it'll be interesting. Like, I don't think I've played through the original Luigi's Mansion in... I played a bit of Luigi's other mansion from Happy Face King, but other than that, I haven't played through the actual, like, game in a while. So, yeah. And these problems won't be fixed in the next installment in 8 years. We'll see if they'll even be fixed then. I don't like how rare themes are in Scarescaper. It's how I'm playing on the default floor. Yeah, if I'm playing by myself, it feels like 7 out of 8 times it's regular, and then there's the occasion where, oh, you get your costumes theme. Like, great. Have you gotten the ghost? Nope, I haven't. I haven't even seen it. I haven't seen it once. GameCube or 3DS. If you're talking about the Luigi's Mansion game, if you talk about the game for Luigi's Mansion, I think the 3DS one is superior because there's so much added to it. The only thing that the GameCube one does better, in my opinion, is the controls. That's the only thing it does better. Hey Zach, are you doing okay? I saw the announcement from yesterday. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I just needed I needed a good night's sleep last night. I slept in a little bit. I went and worked out. I ate breakfast. I'm fine. I'm just a bit tired, but I'm fine. But yeah, 3DS version's definitely better. It's just that the controls suck, which is why I say it should have been on the Switch. Like um, the one thing. Oh, that's what you're asking. What I was doing the reviews. I'm doing the reviews on the GameCube one because I can't record 3DS gameplay, so it's going to be the GameCube one. I wish I could do the uh, 3DS one, but I can't. Though, though I will say that I have the a PAL copy of Hidden Mansion of Luigi's Mansion, and I might be going over to England this summer, and there's a Wii over there, so I might bring that and a GameCube controller and honestly my Elgato, and maybe I'll try to do a PAL Hidden Mansion Zach plays. I don't know if I feel like doing like two Luigi's Mansion Zach plays like right next to each other. I feel like people won't like that, but let me know because like the Hidden Mansion's obviously a bit different, especially with the PAL version because it's mirrored and all that. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Because if I do go to England, I'll bring over my Luigi's Mansion and I'll play the PAL Hidden Mansion mode. It'll be my first time playing it on official hardware, so I've played it before on emulator like years ago, but Josh Thompson said the GameCube one's better. No, 3DS one's better. The main thing with the GameCube one, like I said, is the controls. It controls so much better on the GameCube, which you could say is like a big deal, and it is. It is a big deal. It is actually quite a big deal if you think about it, because controls are very important. But just with how much the 3DS version adds, like with the boss rush modes and just making it easier to get different portraits and frames for different ghosts, and it makes you want to go back and like really refight all the ghosts. Like I've played countless hours of 3DS Luigi's Mansion, like not even playing the main game, just going back and trying to get all the frames. Like you know. Let's see. Have you played the original Switch game on the Nintendo GameCube? I have. I even have a Zach Plays up of it. So if you want to watch the Zach Plays of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, you can go and do that. I'll also be doing a revisit for that as well, except that one will be different. I think I'm going to stream it. I think I'm going to stream playing Battle for Bikini Bottom, like right before Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated comes out, because then I'll be doing a regular Zach Plays of Rehydrated. So stay tuned for that. DLC is kind of disappointing in Luigi 3. I kind of agree there. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing. Big Oofs. What's your favorite minigame in Luigi Mansion 3? What, you mean from Scream Park? I haven't even played any of those because I just have no care to play any of them. They all look stupid in my opinion. I wish they made Luigi Mansion 3 DLC that adds 5 new floors that go downward in the hotel. That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, I would have preferred story content. Or even just like adding like more boss ghosts, like having them be more like portrait ghosts in the original game. Like imagine if like you can encounter bosses mid floor. Like I think that's another problem with Luigi Mansion 3 is that they limited the human ghosts to the end of the floor as the big bosses. I didn't really like that. It just made it feel like the whole level was like revolved around them, whereas in Luigi Mansion 1, it didn't feel like to me it just didn't feel like the ghosts inhabited the tower. It was like, first of all, I mean, the segmented levels I also did not like because like I mean some of them were good. Fitness Center was good. Twisted Suites were good. They felt like they were part of the hotel. But then when you get to like Castle McFrights, Tomb Suites, Spectral Catch, even Unnatural History Museum, they just feel so out of place. And I get it; it's supposed to be a wonky hotel, but they just don't fit. And those floors, I'm just not a huge fan of because of that. Like I preferred the mansion room-styled floors, like Twisted Suites, like Fitness Center, like RIP Suites. The floors that were just like really open, really not didn't make sense. Like I don't know, it just those kind of floors bothered me. I think I only died in the 3DS version because of the garbage controls. Yeah, garbage controls for 3DS definitely. I think dodgeball looks fun. I play Screen Park; it's really fun. Every couple of minutes in Luigi 3 is padding on my elevator, pulls a kitty. I agree. When do you think Donkey Kong Country will come up on NSO? It's kind of strange it's already on there. That's another thing. Like NSO is like garbage. Like the SNES and NES games, like that's basically what people are paying for at this point. I mean, yes, you're paying for the online, obviously, but that's something you got for free before. So all they really added was the NES, SNES Online, and then cloud saves that don't even support games that really need it. But yeah, there are so many games that Earthbound, Mario RPG, Donkey Kong Country Trilogy, and then what they had last month, a tennis game. and some puzzle game or something. Like, what's Alien Hominid Invasion? Alien Hominid Invasion is a sequel to Alien Hominid, which came out on the GameCube, original Xbox, and PS2. I think it even got HD re-releases on the 360 and the PS3. But it's a game. It's a 2D beat 'em up kind of style game. I really like the art style of it. It's like cutesy. Think of like Invader Zim if you ever watched that. It's obviously a little bit different. So this is a sequel that introduces co-op play, online co-op. I think it's online co-op. You can customize your alien. It's still kind of the same style, beating them up, but there are more objectives. It seems a little more open. And it just looks great. I can't wait for that game. Every single game I'm excited for this year is not a Nintendo game. Coming out on the Switch, but just not a Nintendo game. Nintendo has been giving away free online on my Nintendo for 3 months now since December. That's interesting. I just don't think they're really doing much to keep people interested in online. Like there are games that like are beneficial for online, but it's like I said, you got that for free before. Like what's making it worth the money? They're not adding anything that makes it worth the money. Hope we get a direct soon. I hope so too. I'm not losing my mind like a lot of people are. I'm disappointed that we haven't gotten a direct because it's like because the main thing, right? Like my 2020 predictions video for Nintendo, I said that there would be a direct in January, which would mean obviously there wouldn't be any major releases for January, February, probably March, because usually they wouldn't announce something in January and then announce it a few weeks or a month later if it's a full $60 title. They wouldn't do that. So if there's a direct in March, let's say, they're probably not going to announce a game that's going to come out in April. I'm talking about like a decent tier game here, like an eShop game maybe, like a Kirby Clash or a Cadence of Hyrule kind of thing, maybe like that kind of level. But we might not see anything. I think the earliest they might announce something for is June. Like, so it's going to be. I'm just seeing 2018 vibes in this. I'm just getting 2018 vibes. That's awesome. They have the original Fish Battle Bikini Bottom on the GameCube. I have the GameCube as well. Yeah, it's really really fun. I love Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's a great game. I finally bought Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's a ton of fun. You should try sometime to get this chance. I've been thinking about it, especially since there's no Nintendo Switch games to play right now, because every single one I have I've beaten, and it's just Fire Emblem is just not my kind of game. Like that's the thing. So many people are like, "Oh, but there's probably so many Switch games you haven't played." But there's so many Switch games that don't appeal to me. Like I'm not gonna play Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I'm not gonna play Fire Emblem or Astral Chain. Those just aren't my kind of games. So I don't know. 4B3 Scare School, Daniel's Casino, Arcade, Frostbite Park, all these fun exploration. True. I think there should be hallways too. The floor, hallways, I think is really important in a floor. I know it's such a little detail, but it makes the floor seem more open and less linear. Like when you have hallways that it's like a spider web kind of, rather than a straight line or like a circle, like just trying to get from one point of the floor to the other. You have a spider web. So it's like you enter the floor and you can go this way or that way or this way or that way. Like it's a spider web. I like that approach more than the linear approach that Next Level Game seems to love with Luigi's Mansion. I'm just happy Anderson is cheap, or else I wouldn't have it. True. Zach needs to be one of those who can give us a Luigi's Mansion 1 sequel. I definitely would if I had that money. When's the next episode of Nostalgic Overload? So here's the thing with Nostalgic Overload. I'm not doing it. The first episode I had up for premiere, and it got copyright striked. Like it was like the BBC from Great Britain were threatening to copyright strike my video because it contained a minute of a Doctor Who trailer. It's so funny. There are people who are uploading reactions to Doctor Who episodes. Like if you look for the most recent episode of Doctor Who, The Timeless Children, you'll see countless reactions where people have tons of clips of the episode. But because of the fact that I include a trailer from 4 years ago, I can get copyright striked. So I'm done. I'm not even gonna I worked so hard on that video that I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna do Nostalgic Overload. I'm just not gonna do it. It was way too much work for that much of a hassle. And then because I was disputing that claim, I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I disputed it. And then they put 2 more claims on other parts of the video. So I'm like, right, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. What I am doing though is I actually did start a second channel. I haven't really announced this because I don't know. I just didn't think many people here would care. But I do have a second channel now, ZakPak Squared. And I uploaded a video the other day, basically reviewing Doctor Who series 11 or series 1 through 11, without any footage. So if you want to see nerdy kind of content that isn't all gaming, it probably mostly won't be gaming on that channel. Like ZakPak Squared is probably not going to be a gaming channel at all. No Luigi's Mansion content on there, no Spongebob, nothing like that. I mean, I might talk about some gaming content, but like not like I do here. So go check out that channel. I'm probably gonna upload once a week on there, because my main focus is this channel, of course. So yeah. All right. Hey there, Pretzel Boy. Yeah, they only use the hammer and goo. Oh wait, the new common ghosts, are they literally just reskins of the goobs and hammers? Like, are there any remixed slinkers or oozers? None at all. That's pretty stupid. It doesn't appeal to me. Yeah, it really doesn't. Keep getting better. Thank you. I've been working really hard on my thumbnails. Actually, the main reason is because my picture editing software, the software I use to edit my thumbnails, changed recently, and it actually makes it a lot easier to do better thumbnails. And so yeah, so thankfully it's been so much easier to make my thumbnails look good. So I'm glad someone's noticed my better quality thumbnails. So thank you. You gonna play Mystery Dungeon? Heck no. I am not paying $60 for a Game Boy game. Like, everyone seems to be mixed on it. Like, people just seem to not care. Like, I'm not spending $60 on that garbage. I'm sorry. It does not look worth. Like, it's not worth $60. It's only allowed one linear path you can take in the elevator. And like that, yeah, it was like, and Twisted Sweets. Wait, or is that the one you were talking about? Oh, you're talking about Toon Sweets. Twisted Sweets. Like, there are a few branching rooms and all that, but it was elevator, basically going kind of like a spiral, end boss. Like, that's literally all every single floor was. So linear. Maximum overtime on flip. I wanted to. It's all good. Do you go to Playlist Live or FunCon? I don't go to those kind of conventions. I'm not big enough to go to those kind of conventions, just because it isn't worth spending all the money. Because those things cost a lot to go to, and if I were to go there, I'd want to be big enough to go with media because they have a little bit of an easier time. I don't want to go there with the main crowd because everyone's all smelly. No one wears deodorant, and it's a whole mess. Game Explain uploaded a picture of PAX East. Yeah, no, I don't want to go there. But I go to smaller conventions. If I don't go to England this summer, then I'll probably be at Too Many Games. That's usually the one I go to, which is in Pennsylvania. As I say, it's all good. There's new Rare Ghosts, Lethals, and Thieving. Yeah, I saw those. Well, I saw I physically, I don't know what the Thieving ones look like. I've physically seen a lethal oozer. So I answered that question. Or underwhelming for all the hype before the game. Yeah, exactly. Already dislike. Oh, we got a dislike on stream. Hey, everyone, make sure to drop a like, because like I always get like, it's always like right when I upload a video, or not when a video goes live, one dislike. It always just happens. Boom, just one dislike randomly. So someone likes to dislike my videos, but hey Zach, have you ever considered growing a mustache? No, because I can't grow a prop. Actually, facial hair has actually been starting to, like, I'm starting, like, wow, I can't speak. Recently, like, I'm horrible with facial hair. Like, in high school, I didn't have facial hair. I didn't have that stuff. But now I'm starting to get a little bit. I've been shaving a lot more so that I can, evenly grow it out, but, yeah. Wonder who it is? No clue. Link? Well, thing with the hammer, you need to find them by revealing the hidden door like a power-up room. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't think I've caught one of those, but I've seen one of those. Probably someone from that buy list video. Also, how do you find your second channel? Oh, good question. Let me link the channel so that those of you who want to subscribe can. So yeah, thank you guys for, like, the support and all that. Like, I mentioned this on Twitter and in Discord and all that, but the past week has been rough. So thank you for all the support and all that kind of stuff. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Yeah, that video's still chilling at no views. Actually, 1 view. So yeah. Downside of having only 9 subscribers on the channel. So yeah, let me send that quickly. There you go. If you want to check out the channel, go for it. Let me see. The best Pokemon games from a decade ago cost like $60. Are you sure about that? Because Game Boy games, unless you're talking about like, I even think GameCube games were like $50, and N64 games too. Oh no. Someone drew me with a mustache. Why's it been rough? Just, you know. Just light. Wait, our plane flew for 0.6 seconds before the fossil. From Delaware? What? Our plane flew for 0.6 seconds, but for the fossils event, I knew about 90% of the questions. Oh, good luck. Oh, you're talking about your event thing. Good luck. Because I eventually want to create video games for a living. I enjoy creating characters and such. I was wondering if you could let me know what you think about recently one. Are you talking about your? Was it you that had the stick figure thing we were talking about last week? Was it you? Looking up how to get any rare ghosts. All right, just subscribe to the second channel. Thank you. An authentic copy of Emerald is still $60. Oh well, you're talking about game value, like retro gaming value. Yeah, that's a little bit different because that's more so of a supply demand marketing kind of thing rather than a company charging $60. Thank you for subscribing to the second channel. When? Oh, I have no clue when we're gonna get a new SpongeBob trailer. Hopefully soon. It would be nice. I heard that we're supposed to be hearing something in the next couple weeks about Bottom Rehydrated, so hopefully we get a new trailer. I'll definitely react to that. I call it Electrical Powerhouse is a big powerful entity made of plasma. It has a cannon that shoots. The hype. Oh, lit. Assuming that's for your game. The coolest thing about it is face electrical socket. Oh yeah, they kind of do look like faces. Like the video, Seaburst. Thank you, Nuggetcraft. Thank you, DJM, for subbing to the second channel. Luigi Mansion 3 should have had a floor called Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. I agree. That would have been the scariest of all floors, and then having Dr. Doofenshmirtz as the main boss of the floor. The reskin hammer and goob have 100 more HP. Design, yeah, it's like all they did was change the colors and not even the colors. Like I have some Sir Goobs, and the heads and tails are all blue. It's just have like a knight kind of design in the middle, which is kind of weird. Ever played Dark Souls? I have. His voice is a high pitch. Oh my god, I hate the high pitched voices of the ghosts. Don't even get me started. The only ghost I think has a good voice is the Slinkers. Like, because they have really weird kind of voices. Like, they're kind of high pitched too, but they're kind of weird and distorted, and I like it. It's not just like the minions, like, whoa kind of deal. It's more like a kind of thing, and it's a little bit better. His Ghostinator. Big problem with these is that it's low key short in one night. See, my problem is that it drags on. Like, it doesn't need to be a long game. I think I would rather the game be short and replayable rather than longer and just not fun to replay through. Like, I just haven't gotten all the gems because I just don't care to get all the gems. I can't get through a second playthrough. Like I said earlier, I literally, like, on Thursday night, I was, like, getting ready for bed. I was like, play some Luigi Mansion 3. I started at the end of floor 3, got the elevator button from the mouse twice, then went to the 4th floor, defeated Amadeus Wolfgeist, and then I was like, I'm bored, I'm done. Like that's just pathetic. Like, I was literally, like, what, like, 15 minutes? Like, I should have been hooked longer than that. Like, that's just, ugh. Oh, you're talking about your character. Okay, sorry. I'm just mixing up the whole chat. I'm sorry. I'm mixing everything up. It is a little bit darker. It's still blue. Like, it should have been maybe like a green or just something different. A ghost that makes you go all over the place. The sprinters. Oh, speaking of, since you guys are here, I actually got my art stuff done. Well, some of it at least. Some of my Luigi Mansion 4 art is done. First of all, a plug that I actually do have some stuff in the store that is Luigi Mansion 4 themed. I have the Poltergust. I have that on a T-shirt. I have one of my new Portrait Ghost designs on a T-shirt and other stuff. And I think I have my other Common Ghost, one of my Common Ghosts that I've made, which I think I'll show you the Common Ghost. I don't want to show too much. I'm going to show off the Common Ghost, though, because he's definitely my favorite. See, ready? Bada bing, bada boom. So here we go. This is the design for one of my Common Ghosts. I call him a Shrieker. You know, he's shrieking. He says "eek." Like, if you guys remember the beta of Luigi's Mansion where there's the bashers, and obviously it says "blah" or whatever. I took that main concept, kind of changed it, made it's called a Shrieker, and it says "eek," so it shrieks. I don't know what its abilities would be, if it would take away health or what have you, but yeah, that's my design. My artist, he needed a little bit of extra time because he's having a lot of commissions in right now. But he did a brilliant job on my ghost designs. I literally just sent him pictures of my horrible drawings that you guys have probably seen before, and this is one of the things he came up with from my drawings, and I think it looks great. And obviously notice how the eyes are red. That's kind of a theme, that some ghosts' eyes are red. Yeah, so I don't know if I want to show you any more because this is finished work. This is going to be in the video, and I have a bunch more finished work that will be in the video. So yeah, thankfully the video is actually making pretty good progress. So yeah. What have I missed? I wish you can go on the floors in any order and possibly collect items to make it to the last floor. Remember that game? Fair. I remember seeing that. Yeah. Anyways, a sketch of the character last night. Pretty proud of it. Just wanted to hear your thoughts and opinions. Yes, he's pretty cool. I love the Basher, so here it goes. Yeah, that's why I know a lot of people like the Basher and just main concepts of the Basher, which is why I decided to make it for my Elite 64 video. How much do I have done? Hold on, let me quickly read this last comment. I can play Egypt, Dinosaur, and Pyro Floors without playing Boilerworks. Oh my god, yeah, I would totally skip Boilerworks. I think the next rare ghosts are going to be exactly the same as the forest. Yeah, I will burn my dread. I don't know the reference. I think that's rare ghosts are going to be exactly the same. I just wish they'd make a new design. At this point, have a new design. Oh my lord, I think that should be a free update. I think I'm actually planning a video where I talk about, I think someone recommended this. I don't remember who, but I think someone recommended me do a video on things that Luigi Mansion 3 should update, or how it should improve. And I think I'm going to make that video sometime soon. Probably not next week, but maybe the week after. But yeah. Because there's so many things that they could do. Add more Common Ghosts. To me, the lack of Common Ghosts is absolutely abysmal. If they added, let's say, 3 new kinds of Common Ghosts that were completely different. Completely different than the main 4 we have. Add 3 more. Maybe add some more boss ghosts that are throughout the floors. I would personally go back and replay Luigi Mansion 3. I would replay it. So let's see. So what do I have done? I got a logo. I got the Poltergust design, which I'm presuming you've all seen. 3 Common Ghosts, new Common Ghosts, I should say. Let's see. Not counting the ones I'm bringing back from my Luigi Mansion 3 video. 4 new Portrait Ghosts, and the whole map of the mansion. So that's all done. Ready for the video. So in total, I have 9 Portrait Ghosts that I'm going to be using for the video. 3 Common Ghosts, new Common Ghosts that I'm going to be using for the video. The new Poltergust, the logo, obviously, and right now I have the map of the interior of the mansion. So I've gotten pretty far. It's just that there's a lot more work to be done. So it'll still probably be a while. Because I think that was the easy bit and the cheapish bit. Well, cheapish as in, all those... So basically, for the amount... Okay, so I got the Poltergust design, 4 Portrait Ghost designs, and 3 Common Ghost designs. And I got that for... I paid about as much as I would for 1 environmental drawing. So... yeah, I need to make money before I do any of that. But I feel like there's something I'm missing. No, I think I got it all. Um, since my RPG took place in the anime change, you're drawing something up now. Awesome. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you draw something cool up. Have you noticed that when you enter a big room, Luigi echoes in the room now? The old version, there's no echo. Oh, I didn't notice. I haven't really played. I didn't play Luigi Mansion 3 recently, but haven't really been in any big rooms. Actually, I have for the fight with Wolfgeist, but I haven't noticed. Man, the more I'm thinking, like, I don't, you know, I'm seriously so conflicted with Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more conflicted I get. There should also be hidden portrait ghosts on the floors. I agree. I agree. Like, having hidden, like that, like I said earlier, like, I just don't like that there's no portrait ghosts or boss ghosts, whatever, throughout three's game. Like, they're all main floor bosses. I'll tell guys a night, anything. Yeah, just having something there in the middle, like, cause like, yeah, having them at the end of the floor is, kind of cool because you get a big epic boss fight. But I mean, they took what people liked. Like I said earlier, it's like they took the complaints people had about 2 that dealt with, like what 1 did better, and they half-assed it into this game. They brought back the human ghosts, but they stripped the dialogue and most of the personality, and they made them just big bosses rather than regular things you encounter. Like, if you compare the ratio of common ghost rooms to portrait ghost rooms in the first game, I'd say it's about 60-40, 60% portrait, 40% common. About there, maybe 70-30. But let's see. So release date apparently it might be May. Apparently that rumor or that leak that Nintendo did, and yes, that's an actual leak that Nintendo leaked a release date. That's a leak. Not getting into that. That actually might be the release date. Apparently so. Luigi 3 in the summer. The experience may be different, maybe, but I don't know. Like, maybe. Yeah, maybe I should play it while I'm not stressed out with school. I don't think the Echoes is a single play. I think it's only an online. Well, that's weird. Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. I really don't know what to think about Luigi's Mansion 3. I like it, but nowhere near love it. Like, I don't know. Evil Incorporated or being evil is not debated. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to talk about in particular. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Creepy Crawler Ghost. On the book, I never did reviews on the game. What game? Luigi Mansion 3? I think Arlo did. Oh, no, he didn't. He talked about, I think, his first impressions, and he said he was going to do a review and never did. But I think it's pretty clear that we know that Arlo thinks the game is really, really good. Like, to me, what sucks is that people, like, who played Luigi's Mansion 3 as their first Luigi's Mansion game think there's nothing wrong with it. Like, they view this game as perfect. And it's like one of those things where it's like, if you had the context that I think or not even most, that like quite a few Luigi's Mansion players do have of the first 2 games, even if you only played the second game. Like, there are some people who play the second game who still like the second game better because they think 3 took out what made the second game. So having that context from either the first game or the second game, doesn't matter which one you like more, it just, I don't know, like, I don't know. Sent you a pic of my new character in Discord. Give it a check out. Nope. What's the stuff behind him? Oh, those are buildings. Cool beans. Super Smarts Evil Incorporated. After hours. Yeah, I got all the new ghosts, and I noticed when you're in the gallery, it lags like crazy. Most of the ghosts don't spawn. Yeah, I noticed that. I think that happened in my video, actually. In my Scarescraper updates, or the DLC video, where it's like I was looking through the gallery, and for some reason I went down to boss ghosts, and like it took a while to load Chef's of Light. Like, it's weird. 20% older games, true. Like, people want to play older games. Like, man, I want to play games on the go, but NES and SNES games I just have no care for anymore. Like, we've been able to play those games on the go for years on the 3DS, for instance, right? So it's like, and even before the 3DS, you had the Game Boy Advance that had like the classics lineup. You know, you had Super Mario Brothers, you had Donkey Kong Country, you had Yoshi's Island, you had Super Mario World, you had all those games, and just to bring them to the Switch doesn't do much. But like being able to play an N64 game on the go, like officially from Nintendo, or GameCube game on the go, like that's just, I don't know. Like they're not going to bring N64 games or GameCube games to the online this year. They're not gonna. I don't even think they're ever going to bring GameCube games to Nintendo Switch Online. But you know, what's wrong with it? But what I'm saying is, like, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. But what I'm saying is not taking into consideration what, like, for example, right? How do I describe it? Like, I'm trying to think of a comparison. It's like, okay, so you have a fan base, right? Who want some. Okay, so the Luigi's Mansion fan base either likes 1 or 2, doesn't matter which. And then when you play 3, a lot of the fans notice its shortcomings a lot easier than someone who hasn't played the series before. You get what I mean? So it's like next level games would probably, if they like, for example, if all they heard was praises from people who've never played Luigi's Mansion before, and all they hear is, "Oh yeah, this game's absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with it," and they listen to those voices, which is a surprising amount. Like I said, it's already outsold both of the original games. Like, so you have all of these newer people who've never played Luigi's Mansion game ever before that say how perfect 3 is. Like, it's like one of those things where it's like if a game sells well, they never have to fix anything. Like, they can release another game just like Luigi's Mansion 3, don't address anything, still don't put as many common ghosts, have the floors all be linear, have the structure be wonky, all that. They could put it out and it would do well. Like, they don't have to care. Like, of course they did care with 3, but I don't know. It's Nintendo and Next Level Games at the end of the day. Like, I'm not, like, obviously sometimes people don't have a choice that Luigi Mansion 3, so it's bad to listen to good support. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if Next Level, like, for example, Next Level Games, if they chose to, they could listen to people who've never played a game before Luigi's Mansion 3 and hear all the good things and never, like, need to look anywhere else because they got their reassurance from all the people who've only played 3. But then you have people who've played 1 and 2, and they have actual complaints because of how the game used to be and why they've changed it and how it just does not work for them. So you have these people that don't have the context of the first 2 games and what made each one of them good and bad. So then you have this third game to where it's like they don't, like, there are so many people who like are like, oh yeah, having the, like, for example, let's talk about these boss ghosts, right? I mean, I think it's pretty common, or not common knowledge, common opinion that the boss ghosts could have been better. Like the boss fights were cool, but the ghosts themselves could have been better. I think that's a common opinion, right? Or no, actually, no, not even the boss ghosts. Let's skip the boss ghosts. Common ghosts. Everyone who's played 1 and 2, everyone, like most people who've played Luigi Mansions 1 and 2 say that the common ghosts are lacking. There's not enough. Like we need more common ghosts. There's only 4. Like I think Dark Moon had double that. First game had triple that. So people who played Luigi Mansion 3, and that's the only one they've played, they don't notice that because they never played the first 2. So if they're like, oh yeah, it's great, common ghosts are really, really cool, and that's what Next Level Games sees. If Next Level Games really wants to listen to the Luigi Mansion community, then maybe not, but I don't know. The clock is controlling me. I get what you're saying? Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to make this relatable to people who've played not only the first game and like it more, but also the second game and like that one more. Because when you have people who are new to the series, like, it'd be one thing, but you don't know if they're only going to listen to people who say this is their first game. But you don't, like, that's the thing. So many, like, their main goal is to get more people to play the game. So, listening to how older people want it, like, they're probably going to get Luigi's Mansion regardless. So it's like, what are they going to do to make people get a new game? Let's make it even cuter. Let's make it even brighter. We don't care about how many common ghosts there are, how many portrait ghosts there are. Like, we want to get more people to play this game, right? They're probably not going to play 1 and 2, so they got to play 3. How do we attract new people? And, I don't know, just in my mind, of course it's not bad that people play Luigi's Mansion 3 as their first Luigi's Mansion game. Of course not. Like, that's that. But I feel like those people should go back and play 1 and 2. Both of them. Even though I don't like 2, they should go back and play 2. They should see where 3 came from those first 2 games. People do that, of course. Like, some people play the third game and are like, oh, let me check out the first 2 on 3DS. But, I don't know. Fix something and choose another problem. Nintendo 2010s, basically. My main thing is that, the main thing is that Nintendo don't listen. Next Level Games have addressed the problems of Dark Moon. They took out the mission structure, but added in a more linear structure with an elevator that segments the floors. So they only half fixed that problem. They brought back portrait ghosts, but they're only big bosses rather than actually inhabiting the floors that they're on. Like, there are so many rooms in Luigi's Mansion 3 where there could have been portrait ghosts, like regular portrait ghosts like things. R.I.P. Sweets could have had a bunch of them. Like, there was a room where there was no there was a room where there was no one living in it, like a construction room, like a room that's under construction. They could have had a construction worker in there, some sort of builder or maintenance man in there. In that hidden room that has all the laundry rooms, the one behind the vending machine, they could have had a hidden portrait ghost in there that's doing their laundry, like a guest, or in the music great stage. There's that section where there's the candy section. They could have had a ghost there, like a Candyman kind of portrait ghost. So there are so many things that they just could have done, but these people who have only played 3 don't have that mindset. If you get what I mean. Like first of all, I knew that it wasn't going to be great when there was less portrait ghosts in the first game. Like, they said a couple dozen. There's only 17. That's not a couple dozen. That's 7 off from a couple dozen. So it's not even a dozen and a half. Like, I mean, unless you're going to count the triplets as 3, the thing is a bit ridiculous. But, I don't know. Yeah, they lied. Yeah, they kind of did. Like, oh, we're going to have a couple dozen portrait ghosts. Oh, okay, cool. When you think of a couple dozen's 12. A couple is 2. It's 24. That's more than the original game. Cool beans. But then you get 17, which is 7 less than that. The first floor didn't even have a boss. Like, could have at least added something there. Like, they could have had steward in the lobby, and then they could have had like a valet down in the garage. Or they could have had I'm trying to think of all the other floors. Spectral Catch could have had waiters, like a waiter portrait ghost. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm like literally blanking. Fitness Center could have had different other like fitness kind of goes. Like you could have had a soccer player or a runner or a yoga, like someone doing yoga in that yoga room. Or there's just so many different things they could have done they just didn't do. They did not make the 3DS remake. They didn't make the 3DS remake. Grezzo did. The people behind Link's Awakening on the Switch made Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. They didn't make it. Next level games have only done Dark Moon and 3. Nintendo fans will defend that all the Switch games are the best. Yeah, no. I think the only two that you can argue that for are maybe Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, and maybe Splatoon 2. I can't argue that for Mario Party. I can't argue that for Mario Tennis. I can't argue that. I can maybe for Yoshi. I can't for Kirby. Donkey Kong Country is a remake. Mario Kart's a remake, or a port, I should say. Mario Kart's a port. Donkey Kong's a port. Captain Toad's a port. So many ports. New Super Mario Bros. Is a port. So, yeah, I can't say that. Except for maybe 3 or 4 games. Hey, Monet, how are ya? They did have a graveyard outside. Yeah, I mean, I like the concept that Luigi was trapped in the hotel because the ghost boarded up the doors. This is another one of those things. Like, I thought that was actually really, really cool, and it could have been a kind of creepy moment if they did it right, where the ghosts were boarding up the doors and Luigi can't get out. Like, they could have made that really, really creepy and really, really cool. But then they had Polterpop coming along, rubbing its butt on the floor, and then the ghost going, shoo, in the most goofy way possible. It's like, all right, they completely took away the mood from that. Like, my bad. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Next Level Games didn't make it. It was Grezzo. Grezzo did a great job. Like, at this point, like, I know Grezzo are usually only there for remakes, ports, or whatever, because they did the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask remakes for the 3DS, and obviously the Luigi's Mansion. They did Link's Awakening last year. So they're mostly known for the remakes, but honestly, since they've made a Luigi's Mansion game, I'd be more than happy if they got it. Like, if they know a good direction for Luigi's Mansion, I can give it to them. I'd be confident enough to give it to them and be like, make something. But But yeah, that's why I want this Luigi Mansion 4 video to do so well, because I'm really trying to emphasize on the points of the first 2 games that are just so good that the third game lacked, to where, like, I don't know, like, I want it to do well, but we'll have to wait and see. I just hope that I really hope that Next Level Games can really take into consideration what fans had to say about 3. Which it seems that they, will, because Luigi's Mansion 2, they did that, but I don't know. Like, it's just... And I'm not saying that, like, it has to be a copy and paste of the first game, the next game. Like, obviously, my ideas are pretty different, integrating ideas from all 3 games. But the thing is about a sequel. When do you think will be the next Nintendo Direct? Not a clue. I have no clue at this point. I really want it to be soon. I want to know what Nintendo's actually bringing this year. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Never mind. I just really, I don't know. Like, oh, sequels. Okay, so in my mind, a sequel is building off of what a game already did. And I felt like Dark Moon just wasn't a proper sequel. It took ghost capturing mechanics, but it changed everything else. It took away the portrait ghost. It gave it a different structure, different vibe, different atmosphere, different personality, different everything. It was completely different in that regard. And then Luigi Mansion 3, wow, that voice crack. Luigi Mansion 3, I would say, is a sequel, but it's a sequel to Luigi's Mansion 2. It's not a sequel to Luigi's Mansion 1. So it's like, the game that inspired a sequel was not a great sequel, in my personal opinion. And I know it's kind of mixed what people think about Dark Moon and 1, like which one's better. But like the first game was obviously good enough to get a sequel, so why change it as much as they did? Like, I don't know. I just don't think it should have ever been a 3DS game, personally. Let's see. The jump scare and the shut down door scene scared me. What are you talking about there? Do you mean the what are you talking about there? Instead of bringing the chips and dips, started pitching to give Luigi Mansion very nice to Nintendo themselves. It wouldn't do well. I know it won't. That's why I wanted to do this. That's why I want to do this Luigi Mansion 4. Let's try something new. Yeah, but like, how do I say this? If something isn't broke, don't fix it. So don't fix the structure. There's nothing needed to be fixed there. The structure, you didn't need to go to a mission-based structure. Game needs to be longer, but there are other ways to do that besides fragmenting the game up and adding a lot of padding missions, like the Polterpup missions, the Spiderweb mission. There are ways to do it without padding it like that. And 3 has a ridiculous amount of padding as well. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's a difference between, like, making something new or doing something new with a series and just changing something that doesn't need to be changed. Like, if you, like, the art style, for instance, that's something new where it's like, okay, it's not integral to the gameplay. As long as it's still dark and spooky, the graphic can be a little more cartoony and it doesn't affect too much. But the mission structure and the padding missions, the lack of portrait ghosts, that kind of thing is like, why change that? In fact, they shouldn't change stuff like that. They should evolve stuff like that. They should make the portrait ghosts a little more engaging, kind of like they did in 3 for the most part, but the ghosts in 3 are so rare to come by. So, I don't know. Like, when Luigi Mansion 4 comes out, I'm going to be promoting the heck out of that video so that I can get as many views and comments and responses as I can, because I want to hear what people have to say about how I think Luigi's Mansion should be structured. Because I think a lot of what I have to say in the Luigi's Mansion 4 video will be in response to Luigi's Mansion 3, and where I think that game didn't do well. Like, oh, every single floor is linear, so rather than having every floor seem like a straight line, there should be more of a spider web kind of effect, etc., etc. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say on that. I chose a 3DS because the Wii was doing commercially important. That's fair, but I feel like some games just aren't meant for the 3DS. Like a big open, well, it's not, no, maybe not big, but like an explory game like that. I don't know. I mean, I think it should have gotten a sequel on the Wii personally, because the Wii had the motion controls. So I think they could have made it work on the Wii, but alas, they didn't. Um, you know. I'm scared on the spook Luigi. I wasn't scared at all. It like they're just like whoa, like oh I'm so silly. Like it wasn't menacing. They didn't like if they had like an angrier like expression on their face, then yeah, that would have been spoopy. But there was nothing scary about it to me. Like they were just being silly. Like whoa, spooky. I don't know. There's nothing spooky about it to me. But maybe it's an age thing. It was going to be on the Wii U, but since the Switch came out, they put it on there instead. True, yeah, the Luigi Mansion 3 was originally being developed for the Wii U. So. They actually did something legit on the Wii U. It's for Nintendo Land. It was a mini game. I liked that mini game quite a bit. Like I think the mini game was actually really really cool. Subtle music, dark environment, spooky. Yeah, I liked it. Like different things spook everyone, I guess, but I don't know. I just feel like it was more silly. Like especially when it's followed up or when like right before the ghost went shoo shoo like that was just like I don't know. It's just I didn't like it. In fact, if anything, I think the hammers actually are more so what I would like. Like, look at the attitude of the hammers. Like, they are actually like, and even the slinkers actually. Like the slinkers, like they actually do a decent job of like spooking you because like you can't see them. They're like making these noises. You know, yeah, it's definitely more goofy than scary. It's like I don't know. Like the slinkers, I think are decent. The hammers, I think, are decent with their attitude, but I think that like the goobs are just way too goofy, and the oozers, I don't have much to say about them. The oozers, they're okay. They're pretty. I think they. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to describe the oozers. They're more menacing than playful. I'll give them that. But they're not spooky. They're not scary. They're just kind of there. So it's just, I think you see them the least of the common ghosts. Maybe they don't want to be in a spooky direction, but it's like one of those things where it's like you're making a sequel to a spooky game. Like, how can you make a sequel to a spooky game not spooky? Especially if you're releasing it on Halloween. Like, and especially because the fact that, it's a game about a haunted mansion and ghosts and a haunted environment. I think it's supposed to be spooky. like, like you can't have a light-hearted, fun game in a setting that's haunted. This game is Mario Universe. Things aren't really scary in this universe, but the first game's in the Mario universe as well. Same exact place, or not same exact place, but same exact universe. But that's the thing. Why should this be comparable to any other Mario game? The whole appeal to it is that it wasn't like a Mario game. It was its own thing. It was unique. It was different. It wasn't as light-hearted. It wasn't as upbeat. It wasn't as cheery as a typical Mario game. That was the whole point of it. Like, that's why people didn't like it at first, because it wasn't like a Mario game. It was completely different. That's the whole point of the thing. Game came out. Wow. But yeah, I think Game with Ghosts plus Halloween equal good sales when I released on Halloween. So, but to me, like that's just why would you make a game not scary if it's gonna come out on Halloween? Like, it would be like having a game that's releasing on Christmas, but it's not really Christmas themed. But it's like the name of it is like, oh, Jolly's Christmas game, but there's no Christmas theming in the game, or it's very subtle. Mario spin-offs have fallen a lot because they've lost a lot of charm. Every single Mario spin-off, Mario Party, Luigi's Mansion, the Mario sports games, all of them have lost their charm. They've lost their individuality and uniqueness. Ever since the Wii had some decent stuff. Like Mario Super Sluggers was really good on the Wii. So yeah, the Wii had some decent stuff. I'd say later Wii era to early Wii U era, that's when I so like 2011, 2012, that's when Nintendo just lost all creativity with their spin-offs. They know they'll sell, so they make them as basic as possible. Look at Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. That is a pure example of Nintendo at its laziest. Like, I think it had 3 courts. All of them were the generic courts. There's nothing special about it. It was just bland. It was basic. There's nothing to it. And I think Mario Tennis Ultra Smash is the precedent for all of Nintendo's spin-off games now. Like, Mario Odyssey is great. It has a lot of uniqueness to it. And that's what makes it great. It's unique. It's not the typical water world, fire world. Like, it has those elements of being in the jungle or being in a haunted setting, but they are different. It's not like New Super Mario Brothers. Like, you have the Ruined Kingdom, which is a lot different than a Boo Haunted House, you know? What do you think is the worst Nintendo console? Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Wii. I completely skipped down the Wii generation, and when I went back, I did not enjoy it because I didn't enjoy the motion controls. So I did not have a good time with the Wii. So in my opinion, the Wii is my least favorite console. But there's also the NES, which is the first console, but it brought us revolutionary games like Super Mario Brothers and Legend of Zelda, so it can't be the worst. Um, I liked SNES a lot. I liked N64 a lot. I liked GameCube a lot. I even like the Wii U quite a bit. And I like the Switch a bit. They just need to release better games. There's a bunch of games on Halloween that are scary. Christmas example, but the thing is, Luigi's Mansion is it is based on Halloween. Why do you think they released it on Halloween? They're not going to release it in the middle of summer. I mean, backtrack. They actually used to release it in other parts of the year. But why do you think they released it on Halloween? Because it suited the kind of game that it was. A game where you're hunting ghosts, busting ghosts in a haunted environment. That screamed Halloween. So why would you make the game lighthearted? And I'm not saying it should be like scary. Like, here's the thing. I'm not saying it should be scary. I'm not saying it should be scarier than the first game or whatever. I'm saying it should just have a darker tone to it. The ghosts shouldn't be laughing and like bouncing around, jumping on the beds, throwing things, like, doing stupid, silly stuff like minions would do. They're supposed to be more menacing. Like, they actually, like, and the ending to the game, I'm sorry, the ghosts shouldn't have been good. They shouldn't have been good guys at the end. Like, that's stupid. Dark Moon had the Dark Moon to make that make sense. This game was literally nothing like that. What's new random questions? I don't know. That's everything on to in old lives? Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, there's also Virtual Boy. I was mostly considering home consoles. How's that have social life? Random questions? Of course you can. I don't really have much of a social life, so I can't really answer that much. Social life with me, non-existent. They laughed a lot. Yeah, but yeah, let's say, I can see what you mean. They laughed a lot, but it wasn't like whoa. It was like like the laughs were different. Like if I showed you, like hold on, I have sound clips here. Let me play for you the sounds that ghosts made from Luigi's Mansion 1. Exactly. Like there's such a difference between the miniony high pitched laughs and that. Like there is a difference. Um Sound pretty goofy to me. They sound better than Luigi Mansion 3's. Way better. That is so much better. They are way better. Like, hold on, let me pull up Luigi Mansion 3. I don't even know if they have. I don't even know if they have sound clips. They have the intro cutscenes to them, so let me. Here's an ad. Okay.
Spring Spectacular is going
Another ad.
At Fox Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Fox Honda, Fox Toyota, and Fox.
Okay.
Enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe.
Thank you. I don't need to hear your voice. Well, like what is that? Shoo! Like that's so stupid and pathetic. Like that's lame. Oh my god. Legion Mansion 2 is given to my soul because they're basically making things. Yes, Legion Mansion 2 too high pitched and goofy. Yeah, ads. I know. These are just advanced because King is controlling them. It's just a gender. I mean, I know why. It's literally copy and paste Dark Moon's ending. Like, same exact thing. But there was no Dark Moon. There was no context to why those ghosts were evil. Like, was there a Dark Moon there as well? Where did King Boo get that gem? What does that gem have to do with anything? Like, where did it come from? Like, there's no context. Oh, I know you don't have anything against the first game. I'm just saying that, I just think, I think when it comes to the type of games that, they're both completely separate games. And I think just the darker tone makes Luigi's Mansion more unique than just a copy and paste Mario game. Especially with 3, when they added, oh, we have a desert-themed world now. Like, it just feels so New Super Mario Brothers. Like, oh, we got a desert-themed level. We have a water-themed level. It's like they're so streamlining it, making it just like New Super Mario Brothers. Like why are you using these themes? You should use the Haunted Mansion theme. You more floors like the Fitness Center and Twisted Suites and RIP Suites. Like, those are unique and interesting floors because they are not what you see in Mario games all the time. Just realized that's behind 1 minute 18 seconds. Oof. But yeah, like, I don't know. So the ghosts, I think, just make everything so much more goofy. And I don't know, just I the more and more I look at the goobs, the more it's not that I don't like the designs, it's just that the designs are so basic. Like, it's so basic. It looks like one of those like cutout ghosts from like Casper the Friendly Ghost or something. Like, you know, like those cutout ghosts that you'd hang up on Halloween. At least we don't get a snow level, true. I think the goofy tone's okay. I mean, goofiness is not inherent. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think Luigi Mansion shouldn't have humor. It should have humor. But it shouldn't be, like, it's not good, just fine. I just don't think it's fine. I don't think it's fine. I don't think it's okay. I don't, it's just not needed. It's really just not needed in a, like especially because, like, Luigi in this game is legitimately scared. Like, you see Luigi's actions, he's genuinely scared of things, but everything's so goofy that's going on in front of him, so it delegitimizes his emotions. Like, in the first game, like, there are so many instances where you could see Luigi actually being scared. Like, when the first ghost he ever encounters pops up in front of him, or when he sees Sue P hanging from the ceiling, saying, "Go away." Like, that kind of stuff, I would pee myself. But a ghost saying "shoo" to a dog and being like, blah, 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 like, that just doesn't, like, that'd be like, how are you actually scared of that? Like, they made Luigi too goofy. Like, they made him too goofy, like, and clumsy. Oh my god, Luigi's way too clumsy. I can make a compilation of every single time Luigi lost the elevator button, dropped it, or threw it into the mouth of a plant. Like, let's count Spectral Cat. I don't count that as tropical. I count that more as, like, kind of almost like a water level. Except I also count Boilerworks as a water level. No, Rocky. Well, I mean, for me, the most obvious ones are the plant floor, which is like a jungle theme. Tomb Suites is the desert theme. Mix of Spectral Catch and Boilerworks for the water theme. It's just like I would have preferred more of the unique floors and less of the ginormous open floors. And you have the castle theme, of course, with Castle McFrights. Like, yeah, the first game isn't scary. It's spooky. There's a difference between spooky and scary. Scary is exactly what it is, scary. You get scared of something. It's scary. Spooky is more so like, ooh, that's spooky. Like a bit of the moment kind of thing. I like his own stupid close personality. I don't like it because it always leads to stupid backtracking missions in these games. Polterkitty, completely preventable if Luigi wasn't stupid. Like, Luigi watches the cat leave the elevator and hop into another room. Like, hello, cat is right in front of you. Do something rather than stand there and staring at it. Luigi loses the elevator button twice to the mice. First time, whatever. But in the second time, you're holding it in your hand. And then a mouse comes up and gets it. Like, really? And every single time you put an elevator on, it's like, oh, like, this is the 18th time it's happened. But, like, the elevator, I'm like, whoa, like, mind blown. Like, why is that cutscene every single time? Like, how's your mind blown? Like, when you get that top floor, How's your mind still blown when you're losing that elevator button? Like it's happened every other floor. Why are you surprised? It's so stupid. Long time no see, Zach. Same to you, Luigi kid. No, he's not. Luigi, literally, in freaking Garden Suites, throws the elevator button into the mouth of a plant. He literally just throws it. Like, what? Like, just put the elevator button at the end of the floor. Why does Luigi have to be so clumsy and stupid and literally throw the elevator button? Like, Mario and Luigi games? Make him goofy in the Mario and Luigi games. Not Luigi's Mansion. Okay, what did I miss? Because I was mostly focused on that for a while. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't add an ice floor. I'm glad they didn't add an ice floor, because again, that's another new Super Mario Brothers theme. Like, a freezer room would have been cool, like a single, like the first game had, like a single room where there's ice. Cool. But not a whole floor based off of it.
What a show.
They just didn't have a volcano, true. But that's his character? It wasn't, though. Next Level Games made that his character. Like, Luigi's always been a coward, but he's never been clumsy. There's a difference between the two. What I miss? Not much. He gets easily scared, so I'm not surprised. He gets easily scared, but he never freaking throws a button halfway across the room when he gets scared. When you play Luigi's Mansion, you get a key, and Luigi gets scared by a ghost. Does he throw everything he has all the way across the room? No. He jumps because he gets scared, and then you react, and you do whatever you need to do. Like, the amount of times Luigi just stands there as things happen, like someone takes the elevator button, or Polterkitty does something, or a mouse takes something. He's just standing there, like he's just like, oh no, like he's just like this is what he does. Aha! Watches it leave the room. Oh no, and then goes and gets it. Like, no, it's not like it should be like, oh, he took the elevator button. Whoops, bing, done, said and done. Like, why? Like, Luigi's supposed to be scared, not clumsy. They've made him clumsy. At least we got our chef ghost. True. Better for the button now? Yeah, it's just ridiculous how many times he does that. And it's led to so many backtracking missions to where it's like, the main reason they're doing this is to add padding. And that's another thing with his animations, too. Like, in the first game, when Luigi would get scared of something, he would have his animations, but you wouldn't feel like you missed an opportunity to do something because of those animations. For Dark Moon, Sonic's Little Games, don't blame them. He wasn't clumsy in Superstar Saga. He really wasn't. It was more so that he was just comic relief. And again, that's for Mario and Luigi. He's used as comic relief in the Mario and Luigi games. Completely different game, completely different atmosphere. He shouldn't be used as comic relief because he's not with Mario. This isn't a Mario and Luigi RPG game. It's completely different setting, atmosphere, tone. He's not going to rescue his brother. His brother isn't waiting in the grasp of King Boo, his arch nemesis. Completely different. And flashing me still goes into the ground. Yeah, like, there's so many things where it's like, this game needs to be refunded for everyone to take it back to development stages. Want to go back to these floors, look for more secrets? No? Well, here's a cat cake, you can go back. Yeah. Like the one cat, like Toad, for instance. It works with Toad. That's a mission. Like, I didn't mind that mission. When Toad was clumsy and dropped the thing and ran away. That is Toad. That works. Polterkitty doesn't work. Because Luigi's literally just standing there, waiting for the cat to walk away. That's what makes me mad. To where it's like Luigi has all these animations and stupid stuff that makes him look stupid. Even if it isn't the clumsy things, like throwing the elevator button into the mouth of a plant. Him standing there and watching Polterkitty walk away, like, it's just so stupid. Like, why is he literally just standing there watching Polterkitty walk away? Why is he literally just watching this mouse take his elevator button and not doing anything until we can do something? Let's see. I love the backtracking. I like backtracking too, except with this game, it's tedious because of the elevator. It's not like you're going this is the end of the floor. It's not like you're going like this and you're just going down the building. the floors start at the elevator. So you're going from start to start to start, and then you're walking all the way through. It's not like you're walking all the way through naturally to go back to where you were. You have to go out of your way to backtrack, rather than backtracking being almost natural to the game. When was the last time you went to church? A long time ago. Don't even remember. Oh, look at that. I got a copyright claim on a video. On 1 week left, Luigi's Mansion 3 hype stream. So this is back in October. I got a copyright claim. On what? Oh, on a song that I'm presuming I played. Well, thankfully that's from a long time ago. Do you have spring break next week? I do. Thank God I have spring break next week. I'm so ready for a break. I'm so ready for a break. More ready than you guys probably even know. Do you like church? I'm not religious, so... Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I missed a lot, Zach. The second visit to Portland was actually good. Gonna make you go back. Yeah, exactly. I like that section with Toad and you getting the piece and going back to the elevator. I think it works because you see more of the floor, so you get to discover new things on the floor. It's completely different because the water's gone. And yeah, can you tell me what's happened? Really, not much. We've been mostly talking about Luigi's Mansion. I showed off one of my things from my Luigi's Mansion 4 project, but other than that, not much eventful has happened. Trying to think if I want to show you guys something new from my Portrait Ghosts, or for my Luigi Mansion 4 designs, because there's a few things I haven't shown yet that no one's seen, besides Rail Mango. Trying to decide if I want to show something new. Because I really want to promote this project. Like, obviously you guys probably can tell I'm promoting it a lot, because I want this video to do really, really well, because I've worked really, really hard on it. And at the end of the day, once I get everything I need, I probably would have spent like $200 to do this project. So, what was your thing? What thing? Oh, what did I show off earlier? I showed off one of my Common Ghost designs. I'll open it back up and... Been playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on Switch. How is it? I'm not gonna play freaking... I'm not gonna pay freaking $60 for that game. Like, that's just ridiculous. I'm gonna take my horse and go down the road. What do you think? What do you think of church? Why do you think I'm gonna go to church another way? I like SpongeBob better than Patrick. That's the only one I'll really answer out of that, because I don't really have much to say about the other questions there. I don't go to church. I'm not super religious. I don't pray that bad. I mean, I don't know. I just think religion is just kind of... I don't know. I don't want to say too much. How's college going, Zach? It's going all right. It's a bit stressful this semester, but it's okay. I never drink Everclear. I don't think I have anyways. Is that alcohol? The only alcohol I got is my vodka, which I'm running low on. Still in 9th grade, 3 months left. Good job. High school goes way quicker than you think, so fair warning there. That's under 9 alcohol. Jeez. Yeah, I've never had it. Though tonight, I'm probably gonna do some recording later because I'm probably gonna play some games with friends. So I'm gonna record, and then tonight I might go out because I haven't really been out. Like I haven't been out into town here, and I kind of want to do that to release stress. That's kind of another reason why I canceled my Zach place for tonight, just because I want a night off. Brand of vodka, it's Smirnoff, I think. Yeah, it's Smirnoff, watermelon flavored. I want to record for 8th grade in summer. Cool beans. What if SpongeBob somehow made it in Smash? He probably wouldn't. Summer's so close, he's so far away. True. I can't wait for summer. I can't wait to be done with school for this year. Do you believe in God? Or think you were adopted? I'm a real dad. Do you know if you know how to drink alcohol? Just want to go to heaven? I'm not religious, so I don't care. I'm 21, so all my I don't, Got any new games you're excited for this month? I got a few. There's nothing coming out this month that I'm excited for. There's only 3 games this year actually 4 games this year that I can think of that I'm excited for. Obviously, Battlefield Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, Alien Hominid Invasion, Tide of Tasmanian Tiger remaster, and Little Hope. It's trying to advertise church. Now, are you an atheist? I'm agnostic. I have a very bad attention span. It's bad. It's like I can't multitask. Even though I'm actually trying to multitask right now, I usually can't. I usually can't. It's usually especially when it comes to chat. Like when there's like 3 different conversations going on, I mix everything up. I forget what people are saying. Sometimes I even miss chats, and I'm not trying to skip people. I'm not trying to forget what we were talking about. I'm just trying to get through chat and read as much as I can and be able to respond to people and that stuff. It's okay. I don't remember your knock knock joke from last time, so you're all good. I'm excited for Animal Crossing New Horizons and Persona 5 The Royal. Nice. They are Neon Goob. I have Neon Goob. I have Sir Goob. Or no, I don't have. No, I have Neon Hammer. I have Sir Goob. I have a Goobus. Wait, no. Wait, I do have. Yeah, no. I have Neon Goob. I have Sir Goob. I have a Goobus. I don't have 2 Tank Hammer. I don't have Slab Hammer. I have Disco Hammer. And then I don't have any of the new Rare Ghosts. Hey, Luigi Kid. Do you have a date for the 4 vid? No pressure. Just wondering. It was supposed to be this month, but because I'm a little bit poor on money right now, especially after getting the Portrait Ghost and Common Ghost designed, and the Poltergust, it's probably going to be, I'd even say probably May. Maybe even June. I don't know. Oh god, who's there? I'm missing 2 Tank Hammer. Hammer. Yeah. So it looks like I have all the Goob types, actually, except for 1. So, cool. Joe who? Presumably it's going to be like Joe Mama or something like that. Actually, I'll show you guys a new Portrait Ghost. Why? Really did a bad thing there. Why not? Which would you be more interested in seeing? Because I got 4. Well, you might have seen 1. Which one do you guys be more interested in seeing? A Blackjack Portrait Ghost, a Lumberjack Portrait Ghost, a Detective Portrait Ghost, or an old man in pajamas holding a teddy bear Portrait Ghost? Which one do you want to see? Has you gotten to Tahiti? No. If you could be any common ghost, what common ghost would you be? Probably the Shy Guy Ghost from Luigi Mansion 1, because I'd always wear a mask. Oh god, yeah, I knew it was gonna be Joe Mama. It's not worth it if you want it. Wait, what's worth it? Oh, you're asking Luigi Mansion DLC. Got it. You're not religious. You have the devil in you. Oh my god. I believe in Zach power. Did you finish the game? I think an amazing detective ghost. Detective, you actually can see. Go to my merch store, and I have a shirt with a detective on it. So if you want to see the detective, you can go and check that out. I'll show you guys the blackjack. Yeah, the blackjack one is already in there. I kind of forgot about that until last minute, so I'll show the blackjack. So let me... Ba-bing! Very slim. Obviously, he's got his nice suit and tie. He's got all of his little cards there. Wearing a nice suit. He's obviously winking and kind of smirking. Yeah, not much really more to say about him. His whole deal is that, so he would be like a main boss at the end of area 3, I think it was for my game, for my plan 3. And his main deal, it's like he would throw cards at you, and it's like, think of almost like the Twisted Sweets boss fight, which is kind of funny enough because it's almost the same kind of vibe. But yeah, he's winking, smirking, got a big nose, all suited up because he's a blackjack. Got some cards. He's got a 7, a 1, a 3, and an ace. So yeah, that's that. Why the 7? I don't know. It's just a 7. I don't know. Like, they're all just numbers. Let me scroll back up. Have you ever dropped food on the floor and picked it up and eaten it? I said eat it. Oh my god. Yes, I have. 5-second rule, of course. Cool. 3. What's in your fridge right now? Literally nothing, actually. Literally, there's nothing in my fridge. There's literally nothing in there. 7, do you like coronavirus? No, I think coronavirus is kind of overplayed a bit in the media. Don't talk about that. Something like the coronavirus. 7's a lucky number. For Luigi 3, I have an idea of casino floor. That could have been so cool. Do you drink Corona pretty good? I don't like beer. I don't drink beer very often. It's, like, I can drink a good beer in, like, Europe, but not here in America. Like, Corona, like, no. Bud Light, no. It's all just, bleh. Like, if you give me, like, a good IPA, then probably, but, like, what's your favorite ghost catching theme? That's the thing. I never really paid attention to the ghost catching theme, so I can't answer that question because I have no clue. What coincidence? I drew a casino floor a long time ago. Yeah, my idea floor plan thing has a recreation area, and a casino is one of those floors or one of those areas, and that's the final area you happen to be in for that area. I live in Australia, and it's worrying. Because the death rate is so low for, like, in America, most pharmacies are like, I mean, maybe it's more of a thing over in, like, Australia or Asia, or, whatever. But here in America, it's a bit, like, the death rate is 2%. Like, it mostly affects the elderly. I don't know. Where did you draw it? I'll show you. Here's this dirty water. I love floor 13. What's floor 13? Is that... No. Fitness Center? No. Fitness Center is 14. No, it is 13. Fitness Center is pretty cool. Oh, you talk about the theme, the ghost capturing theme. Yeah, I don't remember that. So with the random questions. No, you're fine. You can ask random questions. I don't care. Fitness Center, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll show you guys this. So he would be the area boss here on this floor. This is the 3rd floor of my mansion. He'd be in this room right here, the VIP room. That's where he is. It's so cool, like, seeing all this finally come together. Because I think the first thing I started to do was build a map. And yeah, so actually, and the detective would actually be in here. So 2 of them are in this area. So yeah, so this is my area 3. Yeah, I don't know what really more to say about it. Like, there's a main foyer lobby area, and you just kind of like go to rooms and do what you got to do. But yeah, thankfully, for those of you who don't know, I did complete the map. The map's completely finished now. So thankfully, the map took a long time to do. So How many dills can you fit in a pickle? I have no clue. But hey there, Pretzel Boy. Going down to Blackwater. Okay, then what's your favorite in Luigi Mansion 3? I don't have a favorite theme in Luigi Mansion 3. If our shirt isn't tucked into our pants, does that mean our pants are tucked into our shirts? Alright, listen, you. What's the outside areas like? Actually, I haven't done that. I actually did not do the outside area yet. There are 2 outside areas. It's not going to be like, outside isn't going to be like where you mainly are. Like, it's kind of a rare thing. The first one is going to be at the end of Area 1. There's basically, think of like how Area 2 in Luigi's Mansion was, where it's like you go through the main floor, and then there's the outside portion where you go. There's going to be that. So it's like, I believe, hold on, let me open up floor 1. I'm not going to show you, because I don't want to show you too much, because I want to leave like some of it a mystery. So yeah, so let's see, there's a foyer, so then yeah, there's a hallway, and at the very end of the hallway on the left side, there's a door that leads out to, I believe it's side courtyard. I think I have it drawn up. No, I call it the side yard. So then the side yard is on the side, and then you have a gate that leads to the courtyard, and there's a gate that leads to a garden. And then in the garden, you'll get a key that will take you back through the courtyard, and there's another gate in the courtyard that will lead you to the woods, and that's where the boss of Area 1 is. And then the other outside area is Area 4, and it's a balcony. So, yeah. Have you ever had hopes that the blanket will marry you? No. What is your favorite boss ghost from the first game? Favorite boss from the first game is Supi. Second game, I did not like any of them, so I'll just say King Boo. And the third game is the triplets, Nikki, Lindsay, Jenny. Have you ever dreamed that you're in a video game and that all the characters, even the boys, want to kiss you? No. Though, I think it'd be nice. Like, imagine going into Luigi's Mansion, like, wandering into, like, Melody Pianissima's room, like, Shnap, hi. Smooshy, smoosh, smoosh. Oh, but then I'd have to do Shivers. Ooh, or Mr. Lugs. And then the twins and Sue P and Chauncey, yeah, that'd be wrong. So yeah, I don't, yeah, no, I wouldn't want that. No, not thinking about it. No. I hate how you can't go outside in Luigi Mansion 3. You actually can in certain aspects, like the balcony in floor 5. In Fitness Center, there's that outside on the rooftop portion. Another area on the 5th floor, there's the ledge section where you're up against the wall. So yeah, so that's all I have. And look at the house from Super Mario Sunshine. I didn't even think about that. But that's the only floor, I think. Yeah, that's the only floor that has like an open-ish plan. So it's like there's a big room and then like some rooms branching off of it. Most of them are hallways. Let's see, hold on. Floor, yes, the cellar is a hallway. The basement's a hallway. First floor is a hallway. Second floor is a hallway. Third floor is the lobby, the recreation lobby. Fourth floor is another hallway. Fifth floor are 2 hallways, and then the roof is the roof. Imagine if they fully remastered Luigi's Mansion. Oh my god, I wish. Just completely remaking it. Just remake it. Oh, that would just be glorious. But I presume we'll have to wait like 3 generations until we can get that. Yeah, but that is just a balcony and it's boring. True. Arthur Morgan or John Marston? Not a clue. What, you murdered Reggie? You murdered ZakPak? What are you smoking, Minnie? You guys, or must I stop? Yeah, I guess that's really it. That's all we need. Like, that's all we need here. There's more open like Luigi Mansion 1. I agree. Trying to think. I've shown off the Poltergust. I've shown off a couple floors. Don't want to show off everything. I think that's it. Because I want to keep some of it kind of mystery. Would you give Luigi's Mansion... Hi, Plum. Would you give Luigi's Mansion 1 co-op a try with a friend sometime? Heck yeah, I would. What, do you mean on the 3DS? Or do you mean like the mod or the hack that people are doing? I feel like I wouldn't really do the 3DS multiplayer because it just runs so horribly. The mod I would try because I think that looks cool. Like when it's all polished off and all that, it could be really really cool. Dude, how did you know I spoke with my mind? You're just a genius. You are a big brain. What did the bit block like when Luigi went to 3? Nothing. True. Yeah, what's the name for the mansion? I just called it Boo Manor for now because it's supposed to be like King Boo's kind of actual manor. Because like, you never see where King Boo actually lives, so. Oh, Dave already knew it. Cool beans. Have I lived Fire Emblem Three Houses? I haven't. It just doesn't seem like my kind of game. What are you trying to start? Don't start anything, guys. I don't want to have to do Banhammer stuff. Please don't do it. Okay, cool. Did Big Buck even play Luigi's Mansion 3? He didn't play Luigi's Mansion 3. I think he said he wanted to rent it, but he just never ended up doing it. Yeah. He just didn't end up getting it. Which, I mean, it's not his kind of game, so, like, I can understand why he didn't bother getting it. Because he didn't like Dark Moon at all. Like, even I saw some redeeming qualities in Dark Moon, but he just didn't see any, so. Given that 3 is more so a sequel to Dark Moon, it's like... BitBlock can be a tool. I think... oh, he said the bitch block. I think he's just very opinionated. I think he's just very opinionated, and sometimes that, just doesn't do... Actually, funny story, actually. I actually DM'd the BitBlock about my Luigi's Mansion 4 things. I don't know why I did, but I did. And he did not respond. He read it, but did not respond. Here. It's like such unfortunate. Much unfortunate. You can't wait. Like a lot of people seem to be excited about Animal Crossing. It looks cool. I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. Wow, you DM'd him? Yeah. I was like, you're a Luigi's Mansion purist. I figured you might like this idea, and he didn't respond. So, rip. I had to try, boys. I had to try. Because I'm trying to get this project to get decent exposure. I want people to actually, like, watch it. Because I'm spending, like, $200 on this project. I want to actually, like, be able to, like, get a decent amount of people to watch it if I'm spending that much money on making a video, you know? I might pick it up. Or revolt against the government. That might... Okay, then. Did you see the video of an unseen in the segment that plays in the conservatory? I think I have. It was a while, not like a long time ago, but like a few months ago, I think. Because I do remember something about that, like a hidden thing in the conservatory section of Luigi's Mansion 1. I think I remember something like that, but I don't remember what it was. Have you read the book Ready Player One? I haven't read the book or seen the movie. I'm trying to see a video. What video? I think he's talking about my Luigi's Mansion 4 video. I want someone to react to it. I want it to like reach people and stuff. Like when it's I don't know. Like I'm supposed to link to the video. Go for it. I think I might have to approve it, but yeah, go for it. But yeah. Big oofs. How have you seen the Sonic movie? I haven't. I just have not had time, or even the money at this point to go out and do things like that. This channel blow up. That's what it probably won't. I am alive. Okie dokie. Did last night. I think. Oh. Link won't show up in the chat. I think I hold on. I think. Well, someone replaced the Toad model with freaking Bowser without his head. That's actually really, really creepy. So, actually, Happy Face King, one thing I want to know your input on. So, Swanky Box uploaded a video about a year ago talking about like a hidden deleted cave area behind the graveyard where you fight Bogmire. What do you think of that? Yeah, I can't find it. Try the ID. Go for it. There we go. Oops. Like you're talking 5 minutes. I have no idea. First the video. This is worth the time. The ID. I'm trying to defend the government and stop the violence. What? I want to check up the cave in. Yeah, I would have led to a more cool explorative outside segment. Okay, let me do that. Go. It says video unavailable. Oh, because I forgot to put the... Because I accidentally didn't copy the cue. There we go. Yes, I have seen this. Or heard this. Oh, no, you uploaded it. That's why I saw it. There you go. So for those of you who've never heard that before, there you go. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Your input. Oh shoot. Oh, on the video that Swanky Box uploaded with the hidden segment behind the graveyard, where there's like apparently some sort of hidden cave. What have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? I'm a really big expert in theaters and Luigi's Mansion, so if you want, you can talk to me again. It's here for its 20th anniversary. That's actually an interesting idea. Probably, but that's, you know, a year away, so. Over a year away. Almost 2 years away, so. Let's see. It's not man, it's a little entertaining. Hey, Levi, how are you? Translate his own language because I'm Romanian. I'm stupid. I have friends. I'm depressed. Wow, that's depressing. Can't say much different. I'm very much the same. I don't know what to ask on Nintendo. Just asking random questions. You don't need to ask questions. Like, I'm fine with people just, like, sitting here watching, doing whatever. It doesn't bother me none. I'm still trying to decide what I want to upload this week, though. What do you plan on doing Luigi Thieves 1 year anniversary in October? Probably not much. Maybe I'll stream it or something. I mean, if I were to do a stream on Halloween, I'd probably do Luigi's Mansion. Or like the original Luigi's Mansion is what I mean by that. Have you been suicidal lately? Is everything good? Like, because, like, here's the thing. I've been doing pretty bad like mentally as well. So sometimes you just need to like find someone to talk to, like a therapist or a doctor or even your parents or whoever. So make sure you're reaching out to get the support you need. That's cool, I guess. After the video posted the manga, you thought they debunked it until we recently found out how to define. Interesting. So what do you think would make a Luigi's Mansion boss fight? Basically take what Luigi's Mansion 3 did. I think Luigi's Mansion 3 did a good job of the boss fights. Like, the only one I didn't like was Clem. Every other one was at least decent. Like, they used the Poltergeist really well. Most of them were interesting. I think, like, some of the smaller ones, like Chef Souffle, Steward, I think those are more so suitable for, like, not giant bosses, but how's the DLC? It's okay. It's definitely not the best DLC in the world. And really those characters, oh god. That'd be interesting. I feel like it'd be really, really corny though, but we'd have to, see. Hey Brandon, awesome. How are you doing today? Really, really cool actually. The highlights of the game, yeah, boss fights in Luigi 3 were pretty good. I think the what's it called? The personalities of the ghosts could have been improved, but the battles are pretty good. It's definitely much better. It really could have. It could have been much better. There's like so many things it could have improved, but they didn't. So can't say too much. I hope they add more free updates. Like, I mean, for me, the biggest thing is I want them to like add more common ghosts. Like, I think it's just something they need to do, and not like the ones we got for the DLC, where it's just reskins of ones we already have. I think we need some new designs. Like, I think if they added new designs to the story mode, I'd actually probably go and replay it just to get some of the new common ghosts. Like, or maybe have like a hidden mansion mode where, like, the first part of the game doesn't have those common ghosts, and then the hidden mansion is harder, ghosts have more health, and it does have those new common ghosts. I think that'd be really, really interesting. But alas, life is not that fair. Let's just say I've harmed myself several times. Hopefully you're alright, Luigi kid. I know that feeling. Hey Kim, it's alright. It doesn't matter if you're late or not. As long as you're here for the party, that's alright. Doing fine. Just excited to tell about Animal Crossing in 2 weeks. How are you today? I'm doing pretty peachy. Pretty peachy. Okay, just kind of tired. Luigi has a gun in Luigi Mansion 4. I like the black and red rare ghosts. I haven't caught either of those yet. I might play some more Scarescaper tonight. We'll see. I'm home soon, my guys, and that's great. Later, DJM sketch. Fight ghosts in Luigi's Mansion while upside down. What do you mean by that? I saw a video. Did you upload it where, like you were fighting Sue P on the roof, like or on the roof, on the ceiling, and I thought that looked pretty cool. I think that would have been a really cool mechanic, and maybe I might have even commented on that video. Because I think that just would have been a really, really cool mechanic. That would have made me love it even more. Like, battling Sue P on the roof. Like, she wouldn't be visible if you were on the floor. You had to be on the roof. Or I guess technically the floor. Or on the ceiling. Why do I keep saying roof? Like, I meant the like the it's technically still the floor if it's on the ceiling. The ceiling is on the floor. You know. Fortnite Battle Luigi. It's just his thing, Jerry. Don't judge it. Don't be judgmental. Like, it's a thing. You can't battle ghosts while flipped on those panels in the team room. You can't? I thought you could. Maybe not. Last life, I'm okay. Just stressed and kind of tired, but I'm pushing. I'm pushing through. Um, yeah. Can my mistake? Can okay. I was gonna say. I thought you could. I thought I've done that before, especially with those grabby ghosts, because I always usually like to avoid staying on the floor so that they don't grab me. Did you play with Alice Luigi? I actually haven't. I played with Mummy and Night Luigi. So that's my Nintendo and redeem the code several times. Smart. Um. Huh. Um. I was just like a feeling with good friends who's very awesome if you meet all in the country. Yeah, I would love to do things like that, like opportunities where I can meet people and such. Like usually that's why I go to too many games. But usually not many people go to too many games because it's like in the middle of Pennsylvania. It's close to Philadelphia, I bet. Um, but yeah, I love to do stuff like that more often. It's just I can't travel. I don't have the money. I recommend the link didn't show up in the chat. Haha. Can't Rick roll the Zach because you get rolled and Rick didn't. I don't even know. Oh God. Karma. Yeah, it's just complete karma coming back at you. It's okay if I get the voice chat with you. Yeah, I love voice chatting and stuff with you guys. Especially recently, we've been doing a lot of like Scarescaper gameplay, and like I mentioned, it's been really lifting up my spirits a lot. So, yeah, I'll find a way. No, you won't. You'll never find a way. If you do something in Discord, I'll know. So a microphone, I should probably put that to the side. Nintendo has an investor meeting on March 31st. So should we know the lineup pretty soon? I hope so. It'd be nice to if we actually knew what Nintendo's coming out with. The leakers said Nintendo. Like I said, I don't listen to leakers. They've been saying this week, every single week for the past like month and a half. Like, come on. You can only say that for so long. How long has it been since you've checked out the Luigi Mansion modding server? I haven't actually checked it in a while. Because I don't use Discord much. Like, I'm just not a Discord person. Like, oh, someone pinged me and something? Oh, Ethan. Cool. Wow, that's a pretty BC robotics thing. Anyways, yeah, I usually only check my Discord. I don't really go to many other Discords. I just don't have the time to like scroll through and catch up a lot of the time. But I mean, if there's something really cool that like that I should see, it's fake most likely. Like I said, the leakers will say like there's a direct coming out this week, every single week, and eventually they'll get it right no matter what. So. I mean, I do, but I just don't use it. Like, Rail Mango is usually in charge of everything, like, that happens on my Discord. He's the one that created the ranks and stuff. He's the one that helped me set up emojis, or emotes, whatever you want to call them. Like, he helped me set a lot of that stuff up. So, Rail Mango is basically, like, the main reason I have a Discord. I think he's the one that talked me into it. Or, actually, no, I think it might have been one of you guys in, like, a stream, like, a year or so ago. But regardless, like, I don't really use it besides for my own server. Like, I'm in some other servers, but I never am active in any of them. Like, usually, like, sometimes someone will bring up something Discord related, and I don't know. Like, I have to ask Mango. I'm like, I don't know. Alright, so what's this? A happy face can just send me and watch on my phone. Can't play audio? Alright, well, let's try it on my computer then. So since the direct is taking so long, you need to scrap that old direct. I'm probably going to scrap that one because it's relatively outdated. Because I recorded that back in freaking January. Later, Dave. But yeah, I'm probably not going to record a whole. Actually, I could because I'm going back home next week. So if it isn't this week, then maybe I'll record one this coming weekend. Not today, obviously, but like the weekend next. So yeah, I'll probably re-record it. Do you plan to do a collab Chaturday with Rail Mango? That'd be awesome. We don't have anything planned at the moment, but we want to do like a podcast kind of thing together, and it'd probably be on his channel. So that'd be fun. We're planning that, and we're also playing some gameplay videos together. We're thinking about doing Minecraft because Minecraft was our game back in the day. We loved just fucking around in Minecraft or messing around. Sorry, in Minecraft, and like it's just what we did. Like we were never hardcore Minecraft players. We just had fun doing what we did, and we might start a series up with that. We've actually been talking about that recently, so I'll bring up to him that people actually want me and him to collaborate more. So yeah, this is how I rate the number one common ghost in a goo because it's the easiest to kill. So, oh yeah, sorry. Like audio wasn't working on my phone, so I have to open up the actual Discord on my computer. For too long to kill, hammers can be a pain. Does that mean I can come up with new predictions for you to read? Sure. I mean, you can always come up with predictions. I'll always read them. Maybe I'll make a post or something where like people can leave their predictions, and maybe I'll go over them again. Hold on, let me. Oh, that looks so cool. Hold on, wait, hold on. So I'll do this so it almost kind of promotes you guys' server. Hold on, so let me open that. Oh, that looks so cool. Man, I love what people can do. Wait, oh, there's more. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I like I love what the Luigi Mansion modding community can do. Like, I mean, I'm not part of it, obviously, but like, I love just seeing what like people like can make and are capable of doing. Like, this is so cool. Where did you get the Basher model? Because that looks very, or is that a gold ghost? Because I see the teeth that were in the Basher. Because right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty certain those are the teeth from the Basher model. So it's like, did people make the like for example the ba? Like, did people like actually make that? Like, oh, they have the overheat thing and the timer and the old coin icon. Like, this is just so cool. Like, honestly, it like. And here's another question, Happy Face King. Are people actively trying to make this like a playable thing? Because like I would play this in a heartbeat. Like, if someone managed to completely redo Luigi's Mansion and like do something like this, where they completely revive the beta and even like just implementing all the beta elements and complete the game, because obviously the beta only really included area 1. Really, I mean, that's all it included. So it's like I would love to see it just expanded throughout the rest of the game up to the 3rd floor. I mean, we've seen elements on the 3rd floor and the 2nd floor through trailers and such, but and it's cool seeing it look this clear rather than the shaky, fuzzy E3 E3 footage or Space World footage. But yeah, it looks really cool. I mucho likey. Let's see, I forgot to say before. Was Mango called Brown Mango? I don't know. He just came up with the name one day and just stuck with it. It's a new Mario Kart. It's an edited Gold Ghost. It looks really good. I like it. Who did that? Was that Casserome? Was that it's probably Casserome, right? Yeah, because at this point, I think most are getting to Mario's Fun Losses 2. That's not going to be Mario. I think Mario Kart will be a holiday game. Summer game will be baseball. I hope we get Mario Baseball this year. Like, that would lift my spirits for Nintendo a bit. If they announced a Mario Baseball game, I'd be so down. Paper Mario would also be really cool too. I'm not much of an RPG guy, and I've never really gotten into the Paper Mario series, but because I'm a Luigi's Mansion fan, obviously I know the feeling of people like the first 2 more than the newer ones, so I get the feeling. But yeah, like Luigi out in one blow. Yeah, those are the lethals, right? The lethals, right? Yeah, they seem pretty legit. I fought one. I didn't catch one though. I haven't caught a lethal yet of any kind. Play the first one on Wii U. Oh, true. They have N64 games on there. Yeah, there are people actively trying to do this. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but a few months ago, someone discovered the routine Maybe calls around this hard. It can be fast left unused in the game. Maybe I find a way to call the routine. Man, I hope, like, I really hope that this like really grows and like becomes something. Because like being able to find that stuff is cool, but like also being able to like integrate it into the game, oh, that'd be so cool. And it's like if you did that mod of all that stuff and made it playable, would you like be able to like do like what we did with like your mod, the Luigi's Other Mansion, and like patch it into the actual Luigi's Mansion ROM and play it on Dolphin? If so, then I'm sold. Which YouTuber do you hate? I don't hate any YouTubers. Like, there's no YouTubers where I'm like, oh, that guy's like, I hate him. But obviously, most people know that me and Lax Chris don't get along. So there you go. Strikers and Odyssey 2. We won't get Strikers anytime soon. Especially with Next Level Games working on this DLC, I think Strikers is a while away. They were away a few years ago. I'm sorry, Kim. I had a cat run away a few years ago. Long time ago now. It's a continuation of my other comment read up. Oh. Thought you were just suggesting the two. Baseball. Did I miss a comment or something? Because it says, and the summer game will be baseball, Strikers, and Odyssey 2? You think there's going to be three? You think all three of those would come out in summer? That's pretty wishful. Luigi is the best of the two brothers because Mario is number one. Oh, it deleted my comment? Yeah, I didn't see. I was like, yeah, Luigi number one. Do we have anybody? I thought that's another clip of the routine if you haven't seen it. So cool, man. I love, like, I mean, it must take so much work to actually like dig and find this stuff. Like Donkey Kong Country game, the memories. Yeah, I think, do we really need another Donkey Kong Country game? I mean, Tropical Freeze is just so good. Sonic shirt, hey. But yeah, I don't know if we need another Sonic game, or Sonic, God, Donkey Kong Country game at the moment. Sonic EXE. What happened between you and Max and Chris? Basically, I don't even remember how it all started. I think it's like I think I just called him out in one video, and he left I said something like oh, he posted these fake leaks, whatever, and then he commented something like snarky in return. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like about a year ago now, and like I called him out. And in a video, and I basically did a video mocking him almost, and his video style. And basically, after that, I started to get a bunch of dislike bots on my channel. So I was like, okay, that's weird. I call out Lax Chris, and then I get a bunch of dislike bots on my channel. Likely story. So then I message him what's the word? I message him one-on-one. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not individually, right? I guess maybe it is. And he just said, "Oh, you're just jealous, like that you don't have the kind of fans that I do, the views that I do." And I'm like, all right, you're gonna be that kind of guy, whatever. So then he just proceeds like I don't know if it's him or not confirm or denying, but I kept getting dislike bots on like live streams and Zach plays and such, and it was just Stupid. Oh, I said Super Mario Party 2, Odyssey 2, and Strikers will come out next year. I think Mario Party will go back to the GameCube days with Roulette Dice. DK Bowser's Face and Old Boards. Oh my god, I wish. I wish they'd actually make Mario Party good again, but we'll see. Nintendo recently have learned their lesson. Now with Luigi to sort him out. I don't even care anymore about Lex Chris. I'm just done with it. I just, He's just so insignificant to me. I don't even care. Like, he, talks about, how big he is, and, how, he's jealous I don't have as many subscribers than he does. Yet, in the past year, my channel grew more than his. In the past year, he got 300 subscribers. Because I remember when I got in the argument with him, he had just hit 20K. And right now, he's at 20,300. So he gained, 300 subscribers. In the past year, I've gained, 500 something. So, possibly even more than that, actually, at this point. So, I don't know. But regardless, like I said, I don't care anymore. It's old drama. For a zombie virus, can Nintendo just pour the old Mario parts to the eShop? I would take that. What about the other guys? OCC Media. He's actually doing really well. I talked to him recently. He hasn't made videos recently because he's been very busy. But he's also just not motivated. There's nothing Nintendo that's exciting him right now, so he's just not feeling it. Like, he likes to make videos about things he's passionate about, as most YouTubers do. But there's just nothing for him right now that's really grabbing his attention, so he's not really making videos. I'm going to try and collaborate with him more. We are talking about doing another live stream together, but at the moment, he's just a little bit not motivated from YouTube, just simply because of the fact that there's not much going on, and just, I don't know, he's kind of he's like me. He's starting to he did a very good, very positive review about Luigi's Mansion 3. And we talked for about 2 hours last week. And he said he completely almost completely changed his mind about Luigi's Mansion 3. So it's kind of funny that I was I feel like I'm the only one who's not starting to like Luigi's Mansion 3 now, and he's like, no, I feel the same way. And I was like, oh, I'm not alone. So yeah, but he's doing all right. He's doing pretty good. That's where a musk? Do you mean mask? Is there going to be a Switch? Oh, Pro? I hope there's going to be a Switch Pro. Probably wouldn't be this year, but it'll be eventually. What is Elon Muskrat? The reason I think Mario Party will come out next year is I think they'll need at least 3 years. True. Hudson Soft only needed a year for most cases, but yes, ND Cube, yeah, they could need a little more time. Making more than 4 boards was too much for them for Super Mario Party. Way too much for them. So we'll give them their sweet time. We have to get a Mario game this year. Yeah, there's no Mario game known for this year, and it's Nintendo. There's going to be a Mario game this year. So I just want to know what it is. If it's Paper Mario, I'll be like, okay, cool. I'd prefer Mario Party to, be good again. I'd prefer Mario Baseball or just a good Mario sports game. But if it's Paper Mario, I'll also be excited because of the fact that Paper Mario needs to be fixed up. Paper Mario's Color Splash sold so abysmally. I think it sold not even 200,000 games. Just think about that. Luigi's Mansion 3 sold 5 million in a couple months. Throughout the rest of the Wii U's run, Paper Mario couldn't sell 200,000. That's bad. So, we'll have to see. If you do a collab with a bigger YouTuber, who would it be? Would it be someone that I know or someone that I want to collab with? A bigger YouTuber that I'd want to collaborate with? Over 10 million subscribers. Oh, I don't... Or 20? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Markiplier, I guess. He's the only one I watch that has that many subscribers. Probably me, who was dead at that time. True, but again, after Sticker Star, the Wii U still had 13 million people who bought it. 200,000, not even 200,000, is still bad. Like, that's still bad. Like, even for how badly the Wii U sold, not even 200,000 is really bad. I think that's just PS4. Will have a subtitle? I just don't know, because, like, think about it, right? Mario Kart is a system seller, right? So wouldn't you think that Mario Kart, for everyone interested in Mario Kart, don't you think they would have gotten it when they got Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Right? Like, if so many people like would buy a Switch just for Mario Kart, they probably already did back when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, because most of them probably didn't have a Wii U. So they had that. Not saying the game wouldn't sell well, but I don't think it would push as many consoles as people think. The Wii U came out in the wrong place, wrong time. It came out wrong everything. Let me copy and paste friend code into chat. Friend code there. There you go. Add me. I'll look at it in a bit. I'm probably going to end this soon because I am getting pretty tired. And I got some things I got to do for YouTube and such. So it's going to be a shorter Chaturday than usual. I apologize. But there's not really much more to talk about, really. I mean, I think we've covered most of the bases. I talked about some of my Luigi's Mansion 4 stuff. For those who don't know, I added some more stuff into the merch store. I'm probably going to make a post about it later. Definitely check out that stuff. It looks... I think it's some of the stuff is pretty cool that I put together. What else is there? I guess that's really it in terms of news and such. I remember in a live video you once mentioned you were bullied for liking Nintendo. Leave the Luigi Mansion 3 videos. Is this true? Isn't the chat not the video? Yeah, well, I mean, when I was younger, like, cause, everyone plays, like, PlayStation or Xbox. So Nintendo people are usually just kind of like, oh, I mean, it wasn't really, like, much of bullying. I was just more so teased for it. And, I mean, I was bullied for a lot of stuff in school, but, like, liking Nintendo wasn't really something I was bullied for. It was just kind of, people, like, made fun of me for it or picked on me. It wasn't, like, hardcore or anything like that. Like you said, Nintendo's a business, all kind of games. But as a business, they would completely undercut the sales of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's still selling. So why completely undercut the sales for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when you could wait until, let's say, the Switch is starting to slowly die out, or just not as many people are interested anymore. So it's like, let's say in 2021, 2022, 2023, it's starting to die out. All of Nintendo's major franchises are on there, and the units are not pushing, or games aren't selling as well as they were before. Mario Kart. I don't know. That just makes sense to me. The Mario Kart team is updating Mario Kart Tour. Apologies for the weird questions. Chuck hearing this. Yeah, no, you're fine. Really could I friend you? As a Luigi fan, and again, Kevin. All right, you're good. Like I said, I'll accept it in a bit. I'm gonna see if the food place on campus is open so that I can get some food in a bit. Nope, it doesn't open until 5, so I'll probably stream for another half an hour or so. Like the development of the game that they weren't until DLC of Mario Kart 8. Well, that's the thing. Like they haven't really done much DLC for any of their games that came out on the Switch. I think obviously Smash, Luigi's Mansion 3, Splatoon technically is more so of an expansion, which I guess is still technically DLC. But most of the multiplayer games like Mario Kart, like Mario Party or Mario Tennis, they didn't get paid DLC. So I don't know. And I feel like they just didn't need to make DLC because of the fact that they added, it's a port and they already added extra content. So view the new stuff added to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as the DLC. That's your DLC. The battle mode, the new tracks, the new characters, all that. That's the new stuff. So, I mean, that's how I'm thinking of it, at least. Because, I mean, of course Nintendo's probably making Mario Kart 9. Not saying it's not in development. But I just don't see it coming out this year. To me, it just doesn't really make sense. Like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling really, really well. Like, it's probably, I'd say, and given enough time, it could probably surpass 30 million units. So why cut those sales short before, before you need to? Like, there will be a point where Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stops selling. Now is not that time. It's not stopped selling. Then again, that would be the smart thing to do, but it is Nintendo. They're not well known for doing smart things, so we'll have to wait and see. Flying carts. And that's another thing. If they were to do a Mario Kart 9, they would have to do something completely unique. Because you can't just do what Mario Kart 8 did and do it again. Like, you gotta do something different. Like, because having the same game, it won't sell as well. Like, even if it's like a new game with some added characters, whatever, if it literally feels the exact same as 8, I don't think it'd sell well as 8 Deluxe. Not even close. Because people are like, okay, what's really new here in this game? Sure, you get a couple extra characters, but is it worth spending $60 again for an experience that feels just the same? I feel like King Boo was just using Helen Gravely for hotel and her ghost. I don't think he was. Yeah, I don't think she did. I don't think he did either. But I mean, honestly, even though Mario Kart was fun, getting it back, I'm really bored. I think it's true. You want a break? No, I don't have a break for another week. Have you ever gone without a new entry in the series? True, but like again, Nintendo doesn't really work on precedent, so it may be the longest we've gone without one. Doesn't mean there has to be one soon. Like, what was it? Like 2 weeks ago was the longest we've gone without Nintendo Direct, right? Wasn't that record hit 2 or 3 weeks ago? And then 2 or 3 weeks later, we're still here waiting. So Nintendo aren't usually ones to go by precedent. Sure, they have kind of predictable patterns. There's going to be a Direct in the beginning, early part of the year, one in the middle of the year, one at the end of the year. That part's pretty easily predictable. But just because they had a Direct in January a couple years in a row doesn't mean it's always going to be January. Or because last year was February doesn't mean it's going to be February. No me digas hermano? I have no clue what that means. I don't speak Spanish. Me no speak Spanish. What about a goo version of Polterpup? That's interesting. Some Direct always happens, E3 one as well. True, but they could change it up. Like, they could move it to an October Direct or even an August Direct. Like, they could change things up. You make a good point there. Yeah, that's why I always say, like, they don't always go by precedent. Just let them do their thing. Unless it's, like, something that got confirmed for something. Like, Luigi's Mansion 3's DLC was supposed to come out apparently by April, but then it came out in March. Like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Favorite music genre? I like rock. I like alternative. I like stuff like that. I'm pretty open to music. Like, I listen to whatever's on. Like, if someone's listening to something in the car and they're like, yo, do you want me to change? Like, is this okay for you? I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't care. Like, play it. Like, Or if it's like, I think the only genre of music I just legitimately don't like is country music. And even then, like, if it's summertime, I can listen to country music. Like, if I'm in the car, windows are down, like a nice summer breeze, country music on, that works for me. That's fine. But in, like, regular settings, like, no. Later, Monet, I always hope I pronounce that right. Alternative, are you a libertarian? If you had to choose one Luigi's Mansion game to be gone forever, would you choose? Yeah, Dark Moon is the one I would get rid of. For you. Because nothing in terms of first party releases. I mean, they could want to wait until they're out so that the hype from the Direct doesn't draw away from those games. And that's particularly more of a problem for Mystery Dungeon. Like, Animal Crossing has got a lot of hype behind it. Mystery Dungeon, not so much. So I think they want to wait until after at least Mystery Dungeon's out. Is Mystery Dungeon out? It's already out, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Do you listen to Ed Sheeran? I don't. I've never listened to Ed Sheeran. He came to my town once before to perform, like during high school, but I never really listened to him much. Like Animal Crossing, I don't, but I want to hear your opinion on it. I'm not a huge fan of Animal Crossing. It's not my cup of tea. It's too slow. And it's really direct. So that's another thing. Like, is this American stocks or Japanese stocks? Because, like I said, Nintendo of America don't. I mean, if maybe they could, like, Nintendo America could go to, like, could contact the president in Japan and be like, look, stocks are falling here. We need to get news out that could do something. But even then, it would still take weeks to prepare a direct at that point. Like, because if they let's say last week, whatever, the stocks fell, and Nintendo of America contacted Japan and it was like, look, we need a direct. Stocks are starting to fall. It's still going to take them weeks to gather trailers from third-party companies, put it all together, record, write the scripts, edit it all. It'd still take a little while. So I'd say there's at least 2 weeks of prep or a week of prep at the very minimum that go into a Nintendo Direct. Because I think one of the biggest things is you need those trailers from third parties, and sometimes third parties take a while to put trailers together for Nintendo or put things together. So it's not just as easy as, oh, we need a direct, we'll get one out tomorrow. It's not that simple. It'd be cool if Nintendo and work together in Minecraft Luigi's Mansion game. That'd be pretty dope. But, I mean, I think Luigi's Mansion didn't need to be Minecraftified. I guess I have a little ball fight. That being lacks Chris, that would actually be sick. I mean, I was going to say something really mean, but I'm not going to say it now. But yeah, I'm not much of a fighter. Like, I don't fight. Like, even if I hated the guy to my last, like, straw, I wouldn't want to fight him. January, February, I can give him a few weeks to get one ready. February is believable. January, not so much. I don't think their stocks went down in January because this real outrage at Nintendo for not having a direct really started in February, I think. So at this point, they could have one ready if it took a couple weeks to prepare. They could have one ready by now, but it's just a matter of when Nintendo wants to release it. Coronavirus could also be delaying it. They're fearing coronavirus, though it hadn't really stopped them from doing much. I think the only thing they canceled was a tournament of some kind. Like I think they went to PAX East. I think they've done stuff. So I don't know. Anything's possible. If you had to choose one Ghost and Dark Moon to be replaced, which one? The Creepers. I didn't like those. Where would you be on the political compass? I'm smack in the middle. I'm not on either side. I see good and bad qualities on both sides of the political spectrum. Oh my god. We have the VSCO girls outside the freaking hallway. Are they at least hot? Let me peek. Okay, they were. Well, that's okay. Forget I said anything about that. Let's forget about the games that with the beautiful Switch OS. Well, you mean the very sterile, very boring Switch OS? Plus, if they're not having a direct on Mario Day, they're definitely not having a direct on Mario Day. Like, that's Tuesday. Like, no, they're not doing that. Like, that's way short notice. Have you seen the slated for the maintenance? Maintenance on the 4 hours of the abomination. I mean, I don't think they need to. You play. I don't think they need to have explain to the direct what their maintenance is about, unless it's a big update where it's oh, completely different OS. Like, it's a maintenance thing. Like, there's glitches, there's bugs. Things happen. So I don't know. I don't have to buy anything in 4 hours. They need to have a reason. I don't think they really need to have a reason. And I haven't seen people fighting over toilet paper. I think once I saw someone fighting over like a snack of some kind. Like it was the last one on the shelf. And I was like, yo, man, I was going to get that. And then they got in an argument or something. Exactly, play. I'm looking at that. Listen, I have my moments. I'm a man. Well, apparently they're doing something today. I went out to go to the gym. First of all, the gym was a ghost town, which never happens. And everyone was wearing green. And I was super confused. I was like, why is everyone wearing green? That's not even one of our school colors. Our colors are red. So it's like what's going on? And then I read one of the shirts, and it has a 4-leaf clover on it. And I was like, that's why. St. Patrick's Day is during the break. So everyone's celebrating the week earlier. That's Interesting. I might have to go out tonight just to see what's gonna happen. Because like I saw like police cars roaming around campus, watching things carefully. I was seeing a bunch of people obviously dressed in green. Like all those girls outside that you saw, all of them were dressed in green. So it's like there's something going on. Like this is my first year here at this college, so I don't know what goes on. Like I don't know what these traditions are. They're probably really stupid, but they should don't have 4 hours. You just saw shorter. It might be a big up there. It might be a big maintenance thing. You know, I mean, again, precedent. Like not every update maintenance is going to be the same amount of time. Some things require more devotion time. You know, some things just require more naturally. It's like homework, right? Are you expected to do 1 hour of homework? It will always, well, okay, might be a little easier. Well, you're not in school anymore, Brandon, but, you know, for like college, like, you know, some days you'll do 1 hour of homework, and then sometimes you'll be doing homework all day. Like, it completely depends. It's completely variable. But yeah, I agree. That September direct was horrible last semester. Wow. Thinking of school now. Last year. This is how to get a switch for free. Go in your house, break the switch in the wall, then you have a switch. Then you have the direct playlist. And you just, I think I mentioned this before. I believe there was a certain situation where they did update their direct playlist, but didn't. Well, that's another thing I'm wondering, right? Like, the directs are live. They're not premieres. So how could they have a direct uploaded if it's a live stream? Like, that's what I don't quite understand. Like, I don't know. But I'm not going to claim to be a genius when it comes to Nintendo Directs and such. So, but I believe there was a situation where someone like said the Direct playlist is updated, and it could be something as simple as taking one of the old Directs off the playlist, or adding something they forgot to onto it. You know, it could be a little bit more. How much did you rate Luigi Mansion 3? I gave it a rating of 8 in my review, but personally, I think I'd give it more of a 7. I think they updated it with a direct video that they posted after it's streamed. It's possible, I guess. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not like overly like, yeah, I want one, definitely. But I'm not gonna like cry and sit and pout like a lot of these people are about a direct. It happens when it happens. Which season do you prefer and hate? Summer, spring, winter, fall? I hate winter with a living passion. I decently like fall quite a bit actually. But I really like summer and I really like spring. Because spring I really like because it's getting out of the winter. Like the one thing that set it back about fall is that you know winter's going to come up. And where I am, fall is like really short. Like it feels like summer ends in like September or even like you know like August or yeah, not like September. And like you know sometimes it's like a nice October. But then then November starts snowing. It's like, okay, you know, very short lived. But spring, it's like, oh, you're just getting warm in March, and then you have April and May that are very nice and chillax, and then June starts to heat up, like, you know. What do you Zach in some instance? I mean, everyone's smarter than me. I'm not that smart. Is this your final college year? It is, but it isn't. This year, well, actually, no, I'm finishing up my junior year, so then I have 1 year, so this next coming year is going to be my last year. But I also have a semester of student teaching, so I have 1 more year of traditional being in classrooms, and then I have student teaching.
Fuck,
Because it's
man.
not direct in the playlist, and every direct in there, every review and search direct. We'll see. That's all I usually just say. Like, we'll see, like, how it all goes down. We'll see what happens.
Why are you not fucking pressing?
Same. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I can't wait. Because I'm actually gonna be recording a video with my friends, probably about half an hour or so. And I'm probably gonna try and play Mario Kart or something, or Splatoon. And I don't know, because I'm trying to pad out next week. I'm trying to figure out next week what I'm gonna do videos wise. And I got a few videos I've got in mind here. Obviously, I delayed my Zach plays of Left 4 Dead till next week. Doing a Spongebob video next week. Luigi Mansion 4 updates video next week. By the way, if you haven't left me a question, make sure to go and leave something on the Q&A thing post from like a week ago. And then Wednesday, I might be doing the friend video. So, in case you guys want to know what my upload schedule is going to be like next week, there you go. Another recommended video in my inbox is about Luigi Mansion 3's new rare ghosts. Oh, God. I'm just glad you got an open mind this time, Zach. I'm glad you're open to possibility. I mean, I'm always open to the possibility about a direct happening. I just am not one of those people that's like, oh, this is definitely going to happen. Like, I'll always try to think of a reason why it couldn't happen so that I can temper expectations. Because people who expect a direct because of this updated playlist thing and then it doesn't happen, or a rumor or a leaker says something and then it doesn't happen, it always just leads to disappointment and even unnecessary anger towards Nintendo because there wasn't a direct because of the speculatory things that made them believe there was a direct. So it's more so my way of just trying to tamper expectations. It's not my way to try to be a douche and say, oh, you're wrong, like this is wrong. I'm just trying to tamper expectations so that people don't get disappointed. Don't mind that. don't mind it. All I gotta say. I can't believe they added FNAF to Switch. I actually might get like FNAF 2 because I like that one. I don't really care about any of the other ones, but I liked FNAF 2, so maybe I'll get that one as like a fun sit down and play kind of game. Maybe like Limited Run will do like a Limited Run kind of thing with those. I think they should. But you know, there's 200,000 brothers. Yeah, I have so many brothers. Like they're all just like they're all over the world. I got brothers in Indonesia, in China, in Austria, in Australia, in Hungary, like everywhere. Just literally everywhere. Alright, so I'll probably stream for another 10 minutes. Because I'm probably going to get something to eat. Then do stuff. Excuse me.
Fucking cat, bro.
Same. I do want to get Element 3 back. The only reason I haven't asked for it back is because I'm afraid I'm going to get a version. I'll have to start from the beginning. Which I had was digital. Oh. How do you get rid of a digital game? How'd you get rid of a digital game? Because if you just deleted it from your Switch, you should be able to re-download it, right? Like, if you bought Luigi Mansion 3 digitally, you should always have it. Like, can you sell digital games? Is that a thing you can do on Nintendo Switch? How'd you feel? I was excited when Luigi Mansion 3 got announced, but skeptical. Like, I was excited because I was like, oh, it's on a home console, so they could improve it. But I was still skeptical. And then when E3 came around, I got very excited. It looked really, really good. Like, it looked open. This, obviously, E3 was before we knew the real structure of everything and everything I didn't like about it. Like, E3 just had so much stuff that I did like. But, you know. That's probably seems like go. Nintendo, they give me a refund so I can get it was a one-time thing. Okay. I would say I was like, I've never heard of Nintendo giving a refund for a digital game. I've never heard of that before. It's a whole week before it came out. Oh yeah, Luigi Mansion 3, obviously many people were playing it before it came out. I avoided all that. I remember like a lot of you guys were watching the Let's Plays that people were doing of Luigi's Mansion 3. When they were playing it early, and I was avoiding that as much as I could. It was so hard because of the fact that I make Luigi's Mansion 3 videos and that I watch Luigi's Mansion 3 videos. That's literally all that was being recommended to me. Everyone playing these Luigi's Mansion videos. And I was like, no, like, stop it. Like, literally, that's all I would see. And it's like, I was trying to avoid, like, I even saw clips of the ending. Like, I saw pictures of, like, Luigi rescuing Princess Peach. Like, I was like, I don't want to see this. Like, it was just annoying. I'm going to be able to get it. This last year, do you think Luigi Mansion? I think Luigi Mansion 3 was more like Dark Moon in a lot of aspects. I'll try it though. It was a big year for this. Yeah, last year was pretty big. Like last year, I think they released something for everyone. Like there's a Fire Emblem game. There's Luigi's Mansion. There was Yoshi's Crafted World. There was I said Fire Emblem. There's Astral Chain. There was Link's Awakening. There's a bit of everything last year. That's what I'm scared of for this year because 2017 was basically like 2019. There's something for everyone. There's a Mario game, a Zelda game. There's Splatoon. There was Mario Kart. There's like everything in 2017. 18 was absolutely dead and dry. 19 had something for everyone. 20 seems dry. So I'm really hoping they can blow us out of the water with a direct whenever they have one. I mean, there's a lot of games I'm excited for, but none of them are Nintendo. So if Nintendo doesn't release anything this year, I'm like, whatever. I'll be upset that there's no like WarioWare or new Mario Party or whatever, but I'll live because I got other games to play. But if I didn't have those other third-party games I'm excited for, I would lose it. I'd be like, why? Like, there's, I don't know. Like, Nintendo, like, they loaded so much in the back half of 2019 to where it's like people just couldn't keep up. And the first half of 2019 was dry, and the first half of 2020 is dry. So why not spread out those releases so it's easier for people to get these games? Like Nintendo's just really weird. Like with like their games, like they don't do anything for the first half of the year, and then in the later half of the year is when they decide to do something. So it's like. I returned Dark Moon so fast, 2017, like 2 days later. Yeah. Wanting to play Scare Scraper? Probably sometime tonight, maybe, if I'm feeling it. Or if I'm out, then probably not. Because I might go out and have a little bit of fun. Because, like, here's the thing. I love doing Chaturdays, but at the end of the day, I'm also a college student. I want to go out and have fun and do things. And Chaturdays kind of restrict me from that a bit. That's kind of why I've been doing a little bit earlier, so that maybe I can have a nightlife. But then I have the ZakPak place that I'm usually pretty bad at staying for. Just because like I start doing other things. It's like I want to have a life, but sometimes it's just hard because of the fact that I'm doing Chaturdays. Then I have the ZakPak play, so it's like hard. So we'll see. I think we'll get OG, small strikers or golf. Well, we definitely won't get strikers. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I feel like even though it's Mario's 35th anniversary, is it Mario? Oh, it is. It is. Well, 35th anniversary from Super Mario Brothers. Obviously, he was in Donkey Kong. That's 81, so that's 39 years. But regardless, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't see them releasing like 5 Mario games right in a row at the very. Because like, there's not going to be a Mario game the first half of the year. There's just not. They like to market their Mario games and get people hyped for them. It's March and we haven't heard anything. Like, at the very most, a Mario sports game. Like, that's a Mario game. But I just don't think they rely so heavily on Mario this year. I don't know. And like I said, you for Nintendo, you want to make sure that everyone has something to play, and not everyone likes Mario. Like most people, like a lot of people are gonna be like, "Where's Pikmin?" Or "Why not a Metroid Prime trilogy?" Or name franchise here. Like I don't know. Like I think they should focus more on variety rather than just Mario games. Like I get it, it's Mario's 35th anniversary, but I don't know. What was your reaction to? Funny enough, in Luigi Mansion 3, funny enough, when they showed off the human ghost, the cop ghost Crawler, I didn't even think it was a human ghost. Like I looked at it, I was like, okay, that's a newly designed common ghost wearing a costume. Like it didn't look like a human to me, so I didn't associate it with a portrait ghost. And then I remember after the stream, I looked at King McFright because King McFright in the trailer just happened so fast I barely even noticed. So then when I watched the trailer more slowly, I noticed that King McFright was human. I was like, wait a minute. This is human. This is a human ghost. Crawler didn't look human to me, but this looks human. And then in the treehouse, they showed off Morty, and I was like, mind blown. I was like, they have human ghosts. Like they had, like I was like, yes, yes. Gonna pop some corn because I'm hungry. I'm probably gonna leave soon, guys. So last minute questions. Who created Nintendo? Not a clue. I couldn't tell you who created Nintendo. It was created back in the 1800s. I have no clue. Some Japanese bloke. Not a clue. Why is no one talking? I don't know. Probably because I'm ending soon and people are typing. Don't forget Mario Tennis turns 20 this year. I know we got him in tennis, but you know the character turns 20 this year. Waluigi. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a year Waluigi. Waluigi isn't even like a significant character. Who's Morty again? Yeah, who's Morty? He was the movie director Ghost on Floor 8 in the film studio with the the Godzilla battle and all that. Kosumi's ending, yeah. So I guess that's it then. Yeah, so I guess that's it. I know the stream's pretty short. Actually, it's 3 hours. It's pretty decent. Yeah, I'm gonna go try and relax the rest of the day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links down in the description down below. I have the merch store. I have Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Discord. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Later.